still works.
All right, it's go time. Good. We've got, for those of you who are tuning in, thanks for tuning in. We've got a stream going on. The 7th and 8th grade girls are playing in the elementary gym today. This is Candle Genius coming at you with Not Your Average Joe.
Good evening.
Zach of all trades has been helping us kind of get things set up. He's running errands for us, getting rosters, the ones that are available at least. We don't have a roster for the JJV Rockford boys. Is that correct?
Zach of all trades got a hold of it, so we now have names. No, we were going to go with hairstyle first name, shoe color last name, but we thought that could get confusing, so we're going to use their real names instead.
Got it. Got it.
We got them all. We got JV and JJV, so we are golden.
So it would be like, I'll say hypothetically, you have it now. We don't have to do this, but it would be hypothetically Butch, pink, and blue.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
I like it. I like it.
We had like a mullet black was one of them. So I mean, we could try that just for the entertainment purposes.
Well,
but we might get in trouble as well, so we probably should just
probably shouldn't.
Oh,
what is going on there? Cookies.
Special Christmas
Delicious
deliveries.
Christmas cookies.
What is this? Is
That's,
this for me?
Codename Sunday. Codename Sunday. Well, she did put it in front of you.
It doesn't have a name. It just says Winter Wishes.
If you're watching from home, Not Your Average Winter Wishes are happening right now.
Should we open this up at halftime and have like a big reveal?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Now she's nervous there. Codename Sunday is checking this out. She's got her Saints Proud Parent shirt on. Is it Parents' Night?
Do you see it? Yeah. Yeah, I love it. That is pretty cool.
What is it?
Look at this. We got a custom ornament.
That is nice.
Made of wood that says 2023 State Baseball Qualifier.
That's awesome. It's
Once a Saint, always a Saint. It says across the top, and baseball in the middle.
Cassandra,
that's pretty sweet.
Do you want to hold this in front of the camera and show everyone what this is?
This is what yeah, there you go.
Oh, come on.
This is a visual
All right. She just wants to hold the ornament.
It is really cool.
This camera's kind of coming a little close. All right, I'll respect your wishes. We got the young referee group today. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, that's good. Look at that. Hold on. That's dandy. That's really cool. I dig that. That's what Not Your Average. Oh, there she is, Sunday herself, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sunday. That's just a code name we use from time to time when we want to protect her actual identity.
That is very cool.
That's really cool. That'll look nice on your tree. You might want to put that one right up on the very top.
We will. That one will be going on the top, right front and center. We're about to get underway here. 6 minutes on the clock for the JJV Rockford versus Saints. All boys tonight. Rockford does not have a girls basketball program, is my understanding, any longer. They didn't have enough interest. So I think a couple of the girls ended up at North Butler to play basketball, and other than that, it's just all boys. So the good news is the boys have 3 teams. So we're going to make the most of our time tonight, and we're going to get a freshman game, a JJV game. We're going to get a JV game, and a varsity game here.
All on the same stream. And if you're looking for the 7th and 8th grade girls, they are playing in the elementary gymnasium. If you're on your way here, take a left when you walk in the door, not a right. If you're looking on Saints TV for it, it's a separate stream that is also running live. So just head to our home page, and it'll be there for you.
Gavin Squire for 3 early, misses. Winnie is there to smartly bounce the ball off of number 23. They rule he was standing on the baseline, apparently. Our guy was, because it's going the other way.
I looked like 23 maybe smartly bounced the ball
right back off of the young man?
At the young man. I don't. You know what? I didn't capture the replay. I probably should have.
Inside layup. That's good. Too easy, says Coach. I agree. That's 35 for Rockford, who's not on their roster. Beelan for 3, just off rebound Winia. We got a couple of ill JJV players that is going around. Wash your hands, ladies and gentlemen, because it seems there's a lot of people really sick. So we're missing a couple of our normal guys. We're missing a Sparrow. Foul's going to be the call. Gavin Squire thought he poked it away clean, but they're calling a foul there. That'll be his first. So, yeah, we're missing a Sparrow. We're missing a Brum. I think Griffin is out tonight as well. So they did bring down a JV player. Chase Haugen is out there for the Saints to help us out just numbers-wise. Only 2 guys on the bench for the Saints tonight. in this one.
Hey, and if you're just joining us here, in the second quarter of this JJV game, we're going to have Zach of all trades is going to join us here just to talk about kind of what he sees on the court here. He'll have to leave, I'm guessing, at halftime to go prepare for the JV game. Is that right, Zach of all trades?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So second quarter, don't go anywhere if you're watching. We're going to get Zach of all trades mic'd up here to just talk about what he's seeing, but he's not going to give away any secrets. So if you're listening from the Rockford side, don't expect to get any real tips. But we're going to have him here second quarter, so stay tuned.
35 with his second bucket of the night. Beeland finds Haugen inside, kicks it out. Thought about a three instead. Gavin takes a short shot, won't go. Rebound Gonzalez, though. Good, hard-fought rebound by the Saints, but it goes out of bounds.
It's like Haugen on the line as he touched that ball.
And you hear the advice coming in from the bench of just don't dribble pass, right? Don't dribble pass. That's those big guys in our offense. That's what we're going to teach them to do. Don't dribble pass.
Yes, indeed.
Stolen away by Beeland. Good play by him. Feeds ahead to Squire. Good stop there by Squire. A lot of times guys will travel on that, especially young guys. Squire does a nice job there. Gets it down to Winia on the block, who's fouled. Trying to go around big number 35. So do you suppose that they have the old home and away jersey thing going on? Because I have none of these numbers on my roster.
Well, let's see. The numbers I'm seeing are all odd. But there's some evens, unless that's a JV.
Yeah. Well, we'll try to keep deciphering the information provided. Haugen, no good. Rebound by Beeland. He puts it up and in, his first bucket of the night. And the Saints' first bucket of the night. 4-2. Rockford leads. We get a timeout, Rockford. That's a full timeout for Rockford.
That was a nice little play right there. I kind of want to take another look at that. We got time here.
Do we have the ability to do that?
Oh, gosh, yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Man, this is something, I tell you.
So
we got the warm-up.
Oh, that's not. What is that one? It's not what I expected. That was warm-up. Well, apparently we didn't.
What's this one now? There's a gameplay.
Did I miss something?
Yeah, I wonder if something weird's going on. Try that.
Let's take a look.
This is a gameplay.
This is it.
There it is. Shot from Haugen, just long, but Mason says, I'll take that.
There we go.
Just a good long-range pass from Haugen, that's all.
That's funny that it kept that pregame one that we had there, but we'll take that. And here with 3:26 remaining in the first quarter, the Saints are down 2-4 versus a Rockford JJV boys team who now has the ball, bringing it up the middle to their side of the court. And all the numbers on the court, some of them are, there's a couple number 11s. They're all odd, and I'm going to be kind of watching for that to see is that the home and away jersey thing like you said, Joe.
They call 23 for an offensive foul away from the ball, moving screen or a push underneath. So that'll turn it back over to the Saints. Squire feeds Hillman underneath. Hillman up, no good. But rebound secured by Rockford. Good job by Squire. Read that pass. He telegraphed that thing, and Squire picks it off. Finds Winia, lays it up and in. Winia ties it here for the Saints at 4 with his first bucket of the night.
So right now, 2 points Beeland, 2 points Winia in a 4-4 game here in the first quarter.
JV offense is clicking. They're making that extra pass and getting an open look underneath the hoop. That's out of bounds on Rockford. Back to the Saints we go. That's Sam, number 2 I have on my roster. That's Sam, and 23 is Colton, so I have first names. We'll try to get them going as good as we can. Hillman underneath. Pretty good feed from Winia. Can't get it to go, so he feeds it back to Winia. He can't get it to go. Rebounds fought for and secured by Trey. Number 11 is Trey. We think we've decoded the who's on the roster and who's not. So we'll get this going. Good defense. Squire gets a hand on it smartly, doesn't foul. Lays off right at the right moment there to not get called for the foul. No shot clock tonight, so if you thought this possession's taken a while, it has.
And Rockford is the team that we have seen in the past who knows how to dribble the ball around the outside and use up some clock when they need to.
And are happy to do it generally, yep. Beeland finds Chase inside. Haugen, second attempt goes, and he's got 2. So Beeland returns the assist favor, finds a wide open Haugen inside. He lays it up and in. 6 for Saints.
Saints with 3 guys scoring already in this game.
Rockford's blocked. Haugen with the block. Got a piece of that without having to leave his feet. We like that. Squire's fouled. Goes around Caleb, number 25, who reaches in on the way by. Beeland's going to come out. Nunez in for the Saints. Winnie underneath with a good feed from Hillman. He's got 4, and the Saints extend their lead 8-4.
That was a nice little play.
Yeah, that was well done.
If you're just joining us here, we're finishing up the first quarter. The Saints were down 0-4 in this one and have now gone on an 8-point run.
No good with the three-pointer. Squire gets a long rebound, kicks it to Haugen. Good save by Haugen, or excuse me, by Squire, I thought, but they call him over and back. That line, Travis talked about that red and, you know, it through the logo, how it's not really white. We get a ton of calls, and I don't know. We can go look at the replay, I guess, or I'll go watch it tonight. If they're actually, I don't see them, and the player doesn't see them because that line's red, the refs always see them. Because they've called about 3 over and backs on that line that don't look like over and backs to me. What do I know?
Well, and I'm wondering a little bit. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say I'm wondering. I didn't catch it on the camera. It was over and back, was the call?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I thought it looked like he traveled, but I had my head in the camera.
Oh, gotcha. Yep.
Instead of.
Yep. And maybe that's what he meant was travel.
So while I go try and find that, I'm going to move to a screen here. We're going to let
let's see here. Which one are you, Zach? Talk. 2. You're not 2.
You want to bet?
There you are.
There he is. All right. Hey, we have Zach of all trades with you right here. Zach, I'm going to pull a slide up. You can talk about that because you certainly are affected by this.
Yeah, sure.
So do you want to start with that? You know how that goes. I'm going to see if I can find that replay of what just happened.
All right.
Go ahead, Zach. What do you got?
So when you're looking down the court, you want to get your hands up at all times because you like to get deflections. It's the big key of turnovers.
So
yes.
Force those babies. All right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now on the screen here, we got this is typically what we do after the first quarter because we just want to make sure we know how much we appreciate FSB, that's Farmers State Bank and Grain Millers, for their generous contributions that allow our Saints athletes and Saints students like you, Zach of all trades,
yes, sir,
to get to these games for free. How much you love getting these games for nothing. It's pretty sweet,
100%
right?
Greatness, man.
Yeah,
100%
awesome.
greatness.
It is great. We appreciate these guys.
You don't know how much they do for our community.
Good, nice little benefit there. So here Rockford's going to set her up again. 35's got all their points, Zach. Their big guy down under the basket. He's back in. He's got all 4 points. For them, they can't get going from the perimeter.
Let's see how he does against Big Gonzo here.
Yep, Gonzo's going to try to shut him down here.
We got to travel.
Causes the travel. There you go.
Now we got Winya inbounding to Gavin Squire. Let's see how he does here.
What are we going to run here? What are we going to push?
Looks like we got some push and rebound by Hillman. Hillman puts it up and for 1.
Yeah. So Hillman, his first bucket, he'll go to the line to try to make it 3 here. Saints lead by 6 all of a sudden. Kind of after a slow start, got going offensively.
And we are shooting 2. First one in for Hillman.
That
makes it 11-4.
He scored the bucket, so that should have been an and 1. Yep, okay. I was confused, it turns out.
And
the-
inbounded to
that
number
everybody
13
else was
from number
confused.
35. And
Stolen away.
by Hillman up for the layup. Missed.
Just won't go.
I know.
Rolls all the way around and
Sometimes
off.
you got to get that mentality where it's next play, bad play, next play.
There you go.
Or good play, bad play, next play. Coach Rusaw says that a lot,
He
too.
does. He does. These
23 for the big three. Not very effective. Saints ball.
good defense there for the Saints. Going
Yes,
back.
sir.
So, Zachary, you've been playing a fair amount of some JV ball
Fair
this
amount,
year,
yeah.
right?
Yep.
How are you liking it so far? You think there have been any changes this year that you think are working well
intensity.
for the Saints?
100% intensity.
Oh, nice.
Big key of all games. How you do one thing is how you do everything.
So what does that mean? Explain that to an audience who may not understand what that means. How you
So-
do one thing is how you do everything. What is that?
So, like, how you show one place yourself, like your attitude, your mouth language or something like that,
Yep.
your actions,
Mhm.
it's all reflected on your personality and where you go next.
Carry is the call there. You don't see that one called often, but I'm glad when
Inbound
they
it to
do it. You got to
Squire.
learn sometime.
Squire drives, passes it to Gonzo. Gonzo gets it stolen, picks up a foul. On the arm, Rockford's ball. Inbounds number 13.
Gonzalez's first foul. Saints have just 2 in the first half. I think Rockford has just 1.
Looks into number 35, and another foul by Gonzo. And shooting 2. 35 goes to line for 2.
So you know, Zachary, sometimes I like to bring the athletes up here just to talk about them. Like, what do you see here? What do you suppose the coach is telling these guys as he's shooting these free throws?
Well, you got to focus on the basket. That's majority of it.
How about our guys on defense?
Our guys on defense, box out, arms out wide, not let the guy get to the ball.
Misses both. It'll stay 11-4 Saints.
Saints ball. Winya inbounds to Squire.
For the fans who at home don't know what that means, what was that? He just did a little swirly with his finger up in the air. Does that mean party hardy, or what is?
No,
what is
that does not mean let party. That
What
means
does it
it's a
mean?
violation of some kind.
Okay.
Didn't hit the rim in that case, right? It has to hit the rim
It
on a
has
free
to hit
throw.
the rim. It's Saints ball. Good defense by Colton Winya. And Mason Beelan will go in for the Saints.
Alex Gonzalez going to get a breather.
Get talked to by Coach Zip.
Always good, right? Easier to
Squire.
learn sitting down than it is on the court.
Right. Nunez saves it from going out of bounds. Beelan finds Hillman.
Hillman's fouled.
Hillman is fouled.
35 with his,
Second.
I believe that's his first. I think the
First.
first one was on 23, so that's his first.
Hillman goes to line again for another chance.
Shooting foul
Shooting
in this
2.
case.
And we'll shoot 2.
Good passes again from the JJV. That's passes
another
are
key thing. Is good passes, good, strong, confident passes is 100% what you need. Games like this, for like Rockford, you need good, hard, confident passes to your teammates. Hillman misses both, and Rockford's ball. I think it tipped off of Beelan.
Yep, I think so. They both tipped it at once, and
13 gets the inbound. Picks and rolls to number big 23. And we get a timeout, Rockford, for 30 seconds.
a 30-second timeout. They have 4 left.
Not bad. I mean, could be worse.
Yep. 3:42 to go in the first half. Saints lead 11-4. And it was 4-0 early, and the Saints are on an 11-0 run here. Rockford's had trouble getting the ball inside, and their perimeter shooting has not. The shots have not fallen from outside.
Zachary, would you believe this is and you can't see obviously the home side of the stands here, but we got a call from the Mason City Airport. They're begging us not to stream these games because they're just getting inundated with people trying to book flights to watch these Saints JJV games, and it is full. It is packed here on the home side.
100%.
Does that make any sense to you at all, Zachary?
No.
It doesn't?
No.
I thought for sure you'd get it. Like,
No.
I know
I
you're a
mean-
Saints TV fan.
Yeah, I watch myself baseball.
What do we get here?
And
Travel
we get a
is
travel
called.
on Squire. Rockford's ball. 25 will inbound to 13. And here we go.
Saints doing a good job of rebounding the ball and getting it back, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They got that good boxing out strategy that we work on practice.
Ooh,
Mason Beelan blocks it.
Tip to
Colton
Winnie.
Winia for the fast break, and we get foul. 25.
Foul is called, and Winnie will go to the line for 2. Good block there, and then Winnie tipped it to himself ahead, and going to go to the line, shoot 2.
I think Beelan had a hand on it.
Thing of beauty right there.
Yeah.
Good
that block was
defense.
sweet. Exactly what they teach you, isn't it, Zach? Get your hand up there and block.
Get your
that
hand
ball.
up there and call out. Communication is another big key of this game, especially for Rockford. Actually, for any team, communication's the biggest key you got.
Winnie makes 1 of 2.
Makes 12-4 Saints.
He's got 6 on the night.
How many free throws do you think you shoot, I'll say, per practice, Zachary?
Per practice. Probably 8 out of like 24.
So you shoot 24 and you make 8?
Yeah.
You have any goals for yourself?
Goals is to like calm yourself down when you're at the line, because you got everybody watching you on live stream, in person, coaches watching you. You get that adrenaline in you, you know, and your heart beats kind of fast from the intensity you got and the momentum. So then you gotta calm yourself down.
So how do you do that? What's your trick?
My trick is big, deep breaths.
That's smart.
Tipped by Hillman to Squire. Squire brings it down the floor. Finds the hoop for a jump ball.
Jump ball's the call.
Rockford's ball. Oh, nope, Saints ball under the hoop.
Yep. Possession arrow favors the Saints, so it'll stay here. Saints need to work the offense here. Been a chilly second quarter.
I know.
They were on 11 for a long time.
Finds Winnie inside and finds Beeland outside. Squire to Nunez. Nunez drives.
Oh.
Not good. Rebound by Hillman, and that is good.
Landon Hillman has 4. And the Saints are lead by 10. 2 minutes to half. Here in Saint Ansgar, game number 1 of 3.
If you're wondering who does the scoreboard cameras, Zach of all trades here, he does that for you.
That's right.
He's the man with the scoreboard cam, we call it.
25 gets the 2 points.
They break their 8-minute scoring drought, the Warriors of Rockford do. Floater won't go for Gavin.
Rebounded by 25. Brings up the floor.
The Saints are in jeopardy of losing the momentum here. They need to stop here. Obviously, it's only 2 points that they've just recently acquired, but
fouled.
You don't want that to add up.
No.
And it can change in a hurry, can't it, Zach?
Yes, it can. Can
Get
change at
Hillman
any time.
for the foul, his first, and Landon reaches as the guy goes by.
Stays Rockford ball. We won't go to the line for some reason.
Not till we get to 5, or if it's shooting foul. So that's just the third of the Saints quarter.
Tipped out of bounds by Mason Beelan.
Somebody didn't do what they were supposed to do. The inbound guy was not happy with his teammates.
No. He was
like, wait a minute, someone's supposed to be moving
And then 23
here.
gets it off of Nunez's shoe. Out of bounds. Stays Rockford. A little advice from Coach Squire.
Nunez in good spot.
Yeah.
Only could get a foot on it instead of a hand.
I know. We got number 11. Hillman gets the steal. Fast break. Not good. Winia for the 2.
Winia gets the offensive rebound, puts it in.
16-6 Saints.
Winia's got half the Saints' points. He's got 8 tonight. 50 seconds to go to half.
A little talk from Rockford coach. Finds 25 inside.
Good job by Hillman.
Rebounded by Winia. Winia
Forced
takes
that
it down
bad
the
shot
floor.
there.
Finds Hillman inside and goes in for 2.
Landon Hillman has 6, and it's been the Hillman and Winnie show in this quarter.
Yeah, I know. I think Landon will be tied with Colton by the end of this game.
By the end of this one, I like it. They can just trade off.
I know.
Nobody will argue with that.
Right?
What are their point totals right now?
6 and 8.
6 and 8, yeah.
Winnie has 8 and Hillman has 6. Rockford ball, 25, passes it in.
Well, good luck in that JV game, Zach. Thanks for joining us here.
Yeah, no problem.
Look at this. Call this one. Nunez.
Gavin, Hillman.
3 seconds remaining.
Foul on the floor. 22, I think. Saints ball. We got 2 seconds on the clock. We got in corner 3 by Landon. Hillman does not go in. And this is Zach of All Trades signing off for the first time.
Thanks, Zach of All Trades.
Zach, good luck in that JV game tonight. Take it to him, man.
Thank you.
18-6, Saints lead it at the half.
We'll see you next time. And keep on tuning into Saints TV for you. More amazing content.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. All right. Thanks, Zach. Look at the guy even knows where his own mute button is.
It's perfect.
Good luck, dude. Good luck. All right, here at Saints TV, we do rely on generous donations. You see the top right scrolling of the business logos going on. Those are businesses that have sponsored Saints TV to help keep the stream free to watch from home. We've partnered with a group called Give Butter. So if you're online and you want to donate, you appreciate watching this from home, givebutter.com/SaintsFan is the web address. Zach has no idea that the camera's not on him at all right now while we do this, but it's entertaining to watch. You got to be here to see that part of this activity.
That's right. That's part of the reason to come.
Just one more reason to come. If you do feel compelled, please feel free to scan that code. Hey, it's the end of the year, Joe, and I know sometimes people look at the end of the year. It's Christmas.
Right.
It's giving. I've never heard anybody say that they regretted giving to a kid's function.
Right. Right.
And 100% of the proceeds that are donated to Saints TV go right back into the school. Take a look at this list on the list on the left, which has actually not been updated here within the last few days. These people have all given butter, as we like to call it, but donated to Saints TV. Thank you for your generous donations. If you like putting a check in the mail, that's why we have the address there as well. Saints TV, P.O. Box 371 in Saint Ansgar. And here at the halftime, how do you feel about looking at some replays here, Joe?
Yeah, let's do it. We've been trying to clip some here. Eric's been on the replay machine, so this will be fun. This is that missed 3 that just turned into a nice pass. Beelan lays it up and in. That's his only bucket of the night. Let's see here. Oh, this is, Colton inside, just strong with the ball. See how strong he is with it. Good feed here, Mason into Haugen, who misses the first but gets the second one to go.
I love how he stuck with that one.
Yeah, he's right there, follows the shot. Good pass by Beeland. And then this one's fun, too, of when that guy leaves Hillman, leaves Mr. Winnie wide open. And the block there by Mason. Let's rewind that a bit. I got to see that one when you get done. We want to see
I'll bring that one back. We'll slow that one down here.
I've ever seen a Beeland get that far off the ground before.
He looked like a monster blocking that thing. I thought he was 7 feet tall when that ball came popping out of there like that. That was just an alley-oop right there.
Yep, Hillman with the alley-oop to Winnie. Those two have been going back and forth. They scored all Saints points in the second quarter, I believe. After that Haugen bucket, I think everything else has been Winnie and Hillman inside. The Saints have just dominated, and that's been the difference in this one as they lead it 18-6.
Yeah, here's that. I'm gonna come back to that here. This is that Beelan block that when I saw it happen, I was like, who was that, Hillman? Because he looked 7 feet tall. So here it is right here.
We has to fight through the screen. They try to screen him there, right? Yep. Fights through it. He knows he's late.
So let's go back and let's talk about that because you're right. There's a screen there. You got one guy covering 2 white jerseys there.
But he's heating them both up for a second.
Beelan moves through, still getting nudged by the guy. Slowed down, taken off track, but he's there.
And gets the clean block.
Great anticipation. Doesn't try to get his left hand out and extend. He goes backhand style.
And then Winnie tips it to himself. See that? That's a good move, too, to know that, hey, if I just kick this thing out in front of me, I'm the only guy that can do anything with it because I'm going that direction. So watch this after the block.
It's the whole thing here.
Then watch the Winnie tip to himself. He sees it all playing out, and he goes, I see. Tips it to himself, and then run out fast break on the other end.
I got to believe so far that is play of the game. And then finished up here. I'm sorry, Beeland.
Winnie was fouled on the shot.
Oh, that's right, that was foul.
Yep. So Winnie the whistle had blown by that point, and Winnie was going to the line for 2. So he turned that fast break into a couple of free throws.
So really, I mean, Rockford's working around the 3-point line, gets it stolen, slapped away. It's on the opposite side of the court, and that turns into a foul for the other team. And then what was Winnie 1 for 1 on that one? So a point for us, but a foul on them. It all adds up.
Yep, exactly. And that's that whole Zach was talking about ball pressure, deflected passes, on getting hands up, and that's how it pays off in real life right there. It's a good example.
Got that right. Hey, and while we're here and we got a minute left, we'll just take a moment here. During the varsity games, we do tend to run some commercials and things like that. But in this case, just we want to thank LR Falk for their contributions to Saints TV, as well as LR Falk, Saint Ansgar State Bank, Bet Roofing, Box K Beef, Gordy's Repair in Stacyville, Brian Putney, Farm Bureau Financial Services. Thank you, Brian, for your support of Saints TV, as well as Wold Rim and Wheel, always sponsoring our events. K2 Agronomy. Thank you, John Coster, for your support. Canine Cabins in Stacyville.
Great place to take your dog. Go see John and family over there. They take good care of the pups.
I've heard that. I've never been over there myself, but I've heard really, really good things about what they're doing over there. Focus Insurance, thank you for your support. We just couldn't do it without you. We're really, really really proud of this community. We're proud of our Saints teams, and these businesses are too. So thanks for your generous contributions. We got more we'll talk about as well.
Nice that we have such a list, right? When we started this, we thought, boy, if we could get 4 or 5 folks to, businesses to climb on board, we could be successful. And, man, that's been just a testament to what a great community we have here with all the support.
Yeah, not only just the support itself, but the level of support. We'd offered 3 different levels, and most everybody said, give me the top tier. I want to do everything that I can for this because I believe in it. Bodies are flying.
Bodies are flying. Can't get a layup to fall. Beeland misses one. Winnie misses one. Beeland looks like he broke his left arm. He's left-handed. Let's hope he didn't. He's just holding it kind of funny on that. He ended up on the ground under a pile of Warriors, but he looks all right. Foul on, not sure who. I could not see who they called that on, but Rockford will shoot 2. Missed the first. They're fighting for these rebounds underneath both teams on both sides, and it is wild underneath right now. That one goes to Gonzalez, uncontested relatively. All it took was me saying it was wild, and they calmed it right down. Haugen, Gonzalez, Winia, Beeland, Squire are your 5 for the Saints. Squire drives the baseline. He's fouled on the floor. First foul for Rockford of the third quarter. Each team now has 1. Squire will inbound. Finds Gonzalez.
It looked like to get hit in the head. Was that what the foul call was?
Yep. Squire can't get the 3 to go. Pretty shot. Most of the way down the barrel again and back out. We've seen that a bunch of times lately. That's good. Maybe they'll get him out of the way in the JJV game.
I like that.
And they'll fall for us in the varsity game. That's really what's been missing from the varsity game is some outside shooting. We'll talk about that as we get ready for the boys' varsity game here in a little bit. But the Saints still looking for the cure for their outside shooting woes. Winia, good job getting the rebound there. Gets it right back inside. He's going to kick it out. Haugen for 3. Got it.
Beauty.
Chase Haugen has 5 on the night, and the Saints lead 21-6.
To your point on the outside shooting, it's a rarity for whatever reason the last couple games for
Winia with the
Saints to make
steal.
a three-pointer.
He's fouled underneath. Yeah, it just, they have not fallen. And I think the one we had on Friday night was our 6'8" center, hit 100 Hillman.
Oh, yeah. He hit one early. Yeah, you're exactly right. And we're
Had
like,
the
what
one
did
that
he
did
just
go.
do? Why did he
Right.
even take that shot? Well,
Right.
We're glad he did.
Yep.
So nice to see Haugen make that one there.
And I think, I'm sure the coaches have talked about it. I'm sure kids have reflected on it. It looked like we got a little gun shy Friday night where just nobody wanted to take that shot after they wouldn't go early. Sometimes shooters got to shoot. If you're a scorer, you got to shoot, and that's something they'll try to correct here tonight.
Yeah, I agree. And that one right there, when you couldn't quite corral that ball to keep it in bounds, back to Rockford it goes. But yeah, I was talking to Carson about that. He was real cold first half. I think he shot one the second and then just recognized that, okay, when it's not your night.
It's not my night. Yeah.
And they weren't getting the rebound, so let's just drive. And you could kind of see him turn that on. I'm just going to drive into the basket. I'm going to get my points this way.
Yep.
But again, good for him for, I guess, assessing the situation and realizing that probably his odds were better to drive rather than take that outside shot. Like you, I in my mind, they were going to start falling.
Right.
He just needed to keep shooting them.
Yep.
Those are the rebounds that probably needed to improve at that point.
Yep. And I think that was some of the issue with that is when we're getting a bunch of offensive boards, those threes kind of turn into nice passes, right? Haugen hits his second 3 of the half.
Goodness, kid. Put him on the varsity team and just keep him on the outside if that's what you got to do. That's right.
Chase on the court tonight because there's a couple of freshmen out sick, and he's made the most of it. 3, no good. Rebound, Rockford. Second 3 attempt, no good. Rebounds fought for and secured by Beeland.
Beeland with those long, long arms.
Squire's pass is picked off. 23 in, scoop, no good. Rebound, Rockford. Good defense.
A little bit of acting there, not necessary.
Who are they even going to give it to?
I think Colton was there.
They gave it to Mason.
Oh, they did? I was going to say,
Wait, what?
Colton was closest, I thought.
What do you want? I love it.
That's the nice thing about JJV.
Every time I say good defense, they get called a foul. And it probably was. I'm not arguing. It's the reverse announcer jinx thing we got going tonight.
Felt like Colton just needed to reach down and grab that, and that was going to be a jump ball the instant it happened. Instead, it turns into a Beeland foul.
23 fouls Winia as he tries to go around him. That's on the floor. Saints will inbound.
You made the statement before, Joe, that just being tall, you get the fouls, right? And I was just talking about how tall Mason was playing right there. They must have heard us.
They must have heard it. Haugen feeling it, but that one won't go. Good inbound there, good look, and that's a design play where they run that thing to get him open. He got open, and they'll do it again next time. Just got to finish.
Everything about that felt really well executed with the exception of, like you said, the finish.
A rebound by Hillman. Saints lead this one by 18 after going down 4-0, have dominated since that point. Winia for 3. No good. Rebound, Squire. Good job by Squire to anticipate that rebound. Kicking out there. Travel is the call on Rockford. Mental error there by the Warriors. Gives the ball back to the Saints. 1:50 to go in the third.
And if you are joining us tonight, it's boys only. It's a boys triple header, JJV, JV Varsity. Back to back to back. Nice play there by Colton Winia.
Pretty shot. He's got 10. Hillman stays back to apply a little pressure from the big man. Had a little panic in the coach's voice on that one, trying to get it inbounded, but they got it. They got it around Hillman. Rockford sets up the nice offense, a little pick and roll there, but Nunez, I believe that was, got a hand on it and knocked it out of bounds. Good play by him. Saints lead by 20. A little behind the back pass, but it doesn't go. Hillman instead snags it, smartly pulls up with it, gets it to Winia, who drives into the lane. He's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Colton Winia taking over, going to the line. Rattles around and in. First one's good for Colton. Second one up, no good. He's got 11 on the night. Great defensive play there. Steals it away, keeps it down here for the Saints. Hands it to Haugen, drives in, can't make the short one, so they'll start over. Gets his own rebound. Haugen for 3, won't go.
I thought he was going to do it again.
He's got 2 of those this quarter.
He does look strong and confident shooting the ball. I got to give him credit. Those 2 3-pointers that he made earlier in the game, he looks confident, looks strong.
Nunez picks the pass off. Saints will set it up on offense again. Squire's blocked, but it gets to Hillman. He gets a shot up, no good. Offensive rebound for Haugen. Winia drives again. He's blocked. Rockford corrals that one. No good on the shot. Colton gets the rebound. A couple of Saints get tangled up there.
Not sure Colton has awareness of where the clock. I mean, he looks like he got that one figured out.
Gavin Squire for 3. His first bucket of the night, and the Saints lead 30-6 after 3. Good job by Winia to get it to wide open Squire, and he makes him pay.
You know, Winia got that, and it looked like he wasn't really paying attention to what the clock was at. And as soon as he realized, it's like, all right, heads up, pass it off to the guy who drops that 3 as time expires in the third quarter. 30-6 here after 3. Saints versus Rockford, JJV boys. Let's take another look at that last shot.
Can we get it? Awesome, yeah. So you see Winia here, like you said, I think this is about the point. About one step before where this replay is going to start, he realized, oh, there's only 4 seconds on the clock. And they kind of lose Squire, and Squire from deep downtown.
Oh, he is deep, man.
He's from the food center, hit that one.
That's a beautiful shot.
And high arcing, nothing but the bottom of the net.
Great job, boys. Great job. It's fun to see that when that works, isn't it?
It is.
It's fun to see these Saints boys making threes. Their 3-point percentage tonight is a lot better than our high schoolers have been doing the varsity team.
Yeah.
Maybe they're watching. They'll take note.
Tonight's the night, Ernest. Everything's going to be kind for a change.
They're just in a slump, and we know
right.
that happens, and they'll come out of it. But
yep, need one good one to get healthy here before the Christmas break and start next year hot. Start 2024 on fire. The JJV team has done their work tonight, leading at the start of the fourth quarter, 30-6. Playing really good defense. Nunez does a good job of not fouling there and getting a hand on it, and then he gets fouled by 11. First foul of the quarter.
fouls were not reset. If you're looking at the board,
Yep,
they're
fixing that now. Nunez with the floater won't go. Squire smartly gets the rebound again. He's just always in the right spot. Good. You can tell he's played a lot of basketball. Smart player. Has watched Dad coach a long time. He just has that sense of, where should I be? I think I'll be right here where the ball is.
That's a good spot.
He just finds it.
Oh, I thought Mason was going to go drain in a three of his own.
Thinks better of it, and instead will give him the assist to Colton Winia's 13th point of the night.
Wow.
So, quick recap. Squire has 3. Chase Haugen has 8. Landon Hillman has 6. Mason Beeland with a bucket, and Winia with 13. Winia with 15. Oh, smartly gets hacked by number 11 to prevent that easy bucket, so that the announcer could not be right on his 15 call.
Of course not.
Or at least not
But
yet.
maybe.
Just
a couple
not
free throws
yet.
here.
Right.
You'll be right.
Yeah.
We got a shout out from Steve Beeland who says it's a great day for basketball. Do you believe that? Think that's true?
It must be where he is. I think the gale warnings have finally subsided where he is. He sent me a picture yesterday of some severe beach erosion, it looked like to me. Winia makes the first.
All right, you're 1 point closer to making Joe right, Mr. Winia.
Come on, Colt. No pressure here. Bang.
There it is. There it is.
15
You
for
called
Winia.
it. You called it.
I just was a little early. I told you to have 15. He's had a whale of a game. And he'll play a bunch of the JV game, too, so he'll get we'll keep a running tally for Mr. Winia tonight. Good dish to Hillman. Unselfish basketball there. Finds Hillman, who's open, and Hillman lays it in. And he has 10. Or, excuse me, 8. That is 8.
And unselfish basketball is fun to watch, isn't it? That
sure
was a great
is.
play. That was a great play. We got a. Now I have a little inside scoop here. It says Mister's. This is Mister's TH. It's not Mrs. Whoops, it's gone now. We'll put it back. Hold on, we'll put it back. This is not Mrs. TH. It's Mister's TH, and I believe that account belongs to Huddy Barowie and the Trey Master. And they say, thanks, Joe, for the shout-out.
Yeah. Hope you're feeling better there, young man. Tell everybody to wash their hands.
20 seconds.
Always my advice. I don't know that it works, but we got to try something. I think when you're trapped in a building with 400 other sick children, it's very, very hard to remain healthy. Yep. I know I looked through some scores. We'll talk about it when we get to the varsity game tonight, but there's some Rockford has played some games shorthanded, and then they've played some games where the other team was shorthanded. So there's a couple of odd-looking scores in there. And Mayan, through a little investigative journalism, okay, that might be a stretch, but it sounds like
no one's going to argue.
It sounds like some illness has run through those two schools as well. I think it's everywhere. So anyway, so they have they played a team that was shorthanded pretty considerably, and they were shorthanded one night pretty considerably. Wow. So I think that everybody's dealing with that. I know there's some guys on our side of the basketball that aren't feeling 100% either, but are going to try to play through it tonight. So just a lot of stuff going around out there. So if you're in South Carolina listening, one of our 9 listeners, or what do we have right now? 9, 10, 11?
I can tell you it's 23, my man. 23.
Stay there and don't bring your sickness back here because we're just getting through ours, right? Hillman picks the pass off or picks the pocket of young number 23 and then lays it up and in on the other end. Landon Hillman has 10. So between Hillman and Winia, they got 25 tonight. No, speaking of 25, he buries a 3.
That's a nice shot.
First bucket of the second half, I believe, for the Warriors. Winnie is wide open, misses everything, rebound 23. That one was too good to pass up, too. Colton's eyes got big, and he said, that looks like a wide open bucket. Just missed it. Landon.
The other night at West Fork, a lot of our threes were going long. Did you notice that?
I did. If that's just a different environment thing or the line's drawn too short, I don't know.
I mean, there's no way that's the case, right?
Right.
But if you were asked, hey, make an assessment. Why do you think this is happening? I mean, you're in math class, right? And you say, hey, these guys who are usually pretty good three-pointer shooters are shooting long every time. What do you suppose is going on? You would make the statement that is not 19 feet 6 inches or whatever it's supposed to be. That's 18 feet 6 inches.
20-footer here won't go. Rebound. Nunez. He's tied up. They're going to call that a jump ball, and the ball go back or stay with the Saints. So no harm, no foul. Possession arrow gives it to the Saints anyway. 3:03 to go. Saints lead 38-9 here versus Rockford in Game 1. Game 2 will follow this one. We guess it'll be about 15 minutes, maybe even less, in between these games because they took both teams, or both Rockford teams got loose in getting ready for this game. So I think the JV team is actually on that bench already. So I don't think they'll be long in between games, and we'll get started with game number 2 shortly. Beeland for 3, got it. Mason Beeland has 5.
That was a nice shot by Mr. Beeland on that one. And going back to your game times, they're scheduled for 4:30 start here, 5:30 start for JV, 6:45. Wow, nice shot.
Clip that one because we're going to want to look at that
her.
circus act. I guarantee that's not how they drew it up, but they'll tell you they did if you ask Landon and Mason. Was that on purpose? It'll be, yep, absolutely.
Yeah, we did that. That was intentional.
Mason's got 7 all of a sudden.
All of a sudden's not a bad way to get
nope,
7
you
either.
are correct.
We'll take that, Mason Beeland.
Good rebound there by Hillman, and Mason's big brother's over there just laughing in the stands at that last play. I've got to watch it. It was kind of fun. He's shaking his head because he knows he's going to hear about it tonight.
Oh, yes, he is.
In fact, I might record it secretly so we can play it on Saints TV next week. Because it'll be Mason comes in the door, look over at Max, and he'll go, "Max, did you see my play?" And Max will shake his head and call him lucky, and it'll be entertaining.
We'll
try
give
to
him
get
some slow-mo coverage here in just a moment. We got the clip, and we'll play it back nice and slow.
Hillman at the line for 2, misses the first.
Well, that plus that 3 that he just dropped. I mean, my goodness.
Second one's good. Landon Hillman's having himself a night as well. He's got 11.
That one looked different. Was that a knuckleball?
It did have a little interesting spin on it.
It did. If it was a spin at all, I just felt like I could see the.
Oh, Hillman gets called for the foul. He thought he poked that one away. He got a little hand on the way by. That's one of those you poke it out and think, oh, I think that might have been hand instead of basketball. And it was in that case. Good aggressive play by Hillman. I like it. Good job. Squire gets the loose ball, passes it ahead to Hillman. He gets a handle on it. Travels before he can get it passed off, they say.
1 minute and 24 seconds remain in this one. 44-9. The Saints are up over Rockford.
This JJV team needed one of these where just buckets would fall and good things would happen. They've played some really tight games against some good teams and haven't been able to get one pulled off. So good to see this for them. They played well tonight and have been rewarded. Squire for 3. Misses. Rebound. Beeland. He kicks it back out. Hillman. No good. Rebound to Rockford.
Pam Zacharias, yes, this is the end of the JJV game. Varsity will be starting. I'm going to guess they set that clock to not more than 10 minutes, but I'll be surprised if it's that long between games here.
JV, you mean, we'll start, probably
JV, yes.
10 minutes or so after this one. We aren't going to go anywhere. Same stream, is that correct,
You got
Mr.
it.
Sparrow?
Yep, we're going to stick with this stream. Just keep it here all night. A lot easier for people to find that way. If they want to tune in early, they can just keep it rolling, and they don't need to go find the new one. That was a nice shot.
Gonzalez's 3 won't go, but Landon Hillman gets yet another offensive rebound and lays that one up and in. And he's got 13.
Ten seconds remaining in this one. The Rockford crowd goes wild.
If we get a foul, is the call. 2 shots for number 33 for Rockford. Let's see if I have him on my roster.
You can always tell when it's getting close to a new game starting. It gets cold up here. The doors are open. Oh. People are flocking in.
You're correct.
Need a thick blanket or something.
33 misses both. Gonzalez, the rebound, does a good job of getting it to Hillman. Saints are going to run the clock out on this one. Happy to dribble it out, and they're going to win JJV style 46-9 over the Rockford Warriors. Good job, Saints. Start us off 1-0 on the night.
So I promised that highlight of Mason here I believe.
It's just as much Hillman as it is Mason.
Is this the one right here?
Oh. No, because it's a fast break one. That was a good shot by Hillman.
All right, let's go back.
It's
Hold on,
this
you know what?
one. Beelans gets
All
the
right.
rebound here.
So we're going to do the whole thing here in slow-mo, all right?
Gets the rebound, sees Landon streaking wide open, but gets a little too much air underneath it. Hillman captures, fires it back
Hold
to
on,
Mason.
go back here.
Look
Go
at
back
this.
Here. So
Look at
23, I think, probably realizes he's also heading out of bounds. I'm wondering why he's avoiding it, but he's probably thinking, oh, I'm going out of bounds too. No? Beeland, he's there. Totally the way they drew it up.
Just how they drew it up.
So they did put 15. Well, they didn't. We're at 14-25, but it's stuck there right now. So here's what we're going to do, Joe.
And now there's 10. They just reset
10
it
minutes.
to 10.
All right, so we got 7 seconds per clip. I got a total of 20 clips here. We're just going to play through
Sounds good.
all the highlights from the JJV game. So if you're just joining us here, getting ready for the JV boys to start, here's what you missed.
Saints win 46-9.
Oops, that's not what you missed. Well, you missed that, but we're going to go back to the beginning. I guess I thought that's how that worked. So beginning, okay, here we go. Nope, that's not right. Sorry about that. Got to do that differently. Okay, here's what you missed.
Haugen missed 3. Beeland laid it up and in. That was his first bucket of the night. And then this really nice pass here from Squire, and then strong move out of Winia. Beeland finds Haugen, misses the first but makes the second. He had 8 tonight.
Great job by Haugen tonight.
And then a really good feed. Again, that's just unselfish, right? Hey, that guy's wide open. I'll just let him take that shot.
Right there, kiss off the glass. Here's kind of
A
play
block
of the
and
game.
a tip, and and that ended up in free throws at the other end. He got fouled. Hillman with the strong rebound puts it up, and he's gotten really good at using the glass.
Yes, he has.
And making those short shots look pretty easy. Missed that one just as I give him a compliment. But Winnie is there to lay it up and in. Winnie had 15 tonight. There's Winnie to Hillman. They had about 6 of those in a row. Where's Winnie to Hillman or Hillman to Winnie, and that really worked well. Chase Haugen hit 2 of those in the second half. Are we going to see another one? Yep, there it is.
We will. There it
and
is.
Both of them were just nothing but nylon at the bottom there.
If you're watching from Rockford and you're saying, well, what the heck, where's our highlights? There is one. It just wasn't Rockford's night tonight.
Right.
That was a nice 3-pointer you'll see here, but that's I put one in there. I thought he did a good job of getting up there and drawing the foul on that one.
And then this was to end the third quarter. The buzzer beater 3 from Gavin Squire.
That one made it 30-6.
Beeland finds a wide open Winia again. I believe that was his 13th point of the night.
Same deal. These guys are just feeding off of each other there, like that one right there.
That's they should show that clip and play it for a bunch of young guys over and over and over again. Of here's good things happen when you make good passes, and that's when when he is having a good night. Could have got it. Probably would have ended up at the line with that one. Instead, feeds his buddy and he gets the easy layup.
Totally. And that was you're exactly right. There's a pretty good chance they'll either get fouled or get the shot or get the points here. But boy, oh boy, they sure look like they'd be really easy points passing to my buddy there.
If I just give it to that guy, yeah.
There's Mason Beeland's 7th point of the game, right?
Hillman played super well tonight. Gets rewarded there with a rebound and a bucket, and Landon Hillman.
Landon
13 he had tonight.
Man, he looked good in that one. Hey, with about 7 minutes to go here before the JV starts their game, we're going to take a little commercial break to thank our supporters out there. We'll be back right after this.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Prairie Lakes Church in Osage. Services are every Sunday at 9 and 10:30 a.m.
you're looking for a great place to watch the game, try CB Brandt's Pub and Grill in Saint Ansgar. Want to see today's specials? Facebook search CB Brandt's Pub and Grill. 1,000 followers, can't possibly be wrong. All right, folks, time to get real. If you're not subscribed to the Enterprise Journal, you are missing out. What a great Mitchell County newspaper. They cover sports, they cover music. They cover it all from Osage to Saint Ansgar to Riceville, the student activities, the political environment. If you are a resident of Mitchell County or once were a resident of Mitchell County, you owe it to yourself to keep in touch. Great editorials from Cassandra Leff, always entertaining editorial from Lindsay Falk. Every issue, every week is packed with value. You've got to subscribe today. Call 641-713-4541. Do yourself a favor. You deserve it. Subscribe today. Call the Enterprise Journal and get yourself a copy coming every week. Tell them Candle Genius sent you.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high whenever the need arises. We are continuously improving our capabilities by adding storage, improving the fleet, or utilizing new technology. We've put together a well-rounded team of specialists who welcome the opportunity to answer your questions and assist your plans. These efforts result in a better experience for our customers. At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
Whether for work or for play, having a driver's license is pure freedom. Saints Driving School offers year-round driver's education classes. Why would you wait? Call 641-420-3594 today.
And doers. And the right skills can turn dreams into reality. We partner with businesses and universities to get you to the next level, leading the way with intention and purpose. So when you graduate, your dream becomes your reality. We educate, we partner, we lead, so you can dream big. North Iowa Area Community College.
State Bank has a strong commitment to farmers. We provide the highest level of service with quick turnaround time, competitive interest rates, flexible payment options, and the ability to work with you on any size loan. Our agricultural banking specialists are experienced in farming and understand the important role agriculture credit plays in your operation. Because of our ability to make local credit decisions, we respond quickly to your total agricultural financing needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank, helping you meet your financial goals.
As a family-owned business since 1922, we have a good feel for what it takes to be a strong and growing member of the local economy. Our hope is that our customers and employees have a warm and welcoming experience each and every time. We strive to communicate a clear vision and plan for individuals, our company, and our community's success. We work to ensure that the quality of all of our people, our products, and our services stand the test of time. If you would be a good fit for our company in a mechanical or managerial position, we would love to hear from you. Benefits include competitive pay, 401k, health, dental, and life insurance, flexible spending accounts, vacation, and holiday pay. Because we believe it's more than just a place to work. It's a place to call home.
Welcome back to Saint Ansgar, Iowa. This is game number 2 in our triple header tonight. This is the JV boys, Saint Ansgar versus Rockford. Kennel Genius here with Not Your Average Joe. Duke Scoop will be here with us here in a little bit.
Soon.
Very soon. No girls games tonight. If you're wondering about the girls, well, usually this is a quad. What's going on? This is a triple header. The Rockford team does not have a girls team this year. Therefore, we get to see the JJV boys, which we just saw. If you missed that, you missed out on a pretty good Saints victory. We saw some nice three-pointers. We saw some great defense by defense and offense, right? By Colton Winia and by Landon Hillman. And now we head into the JV boys game. They're a little taller this round.
Yep. Yep, they got some height there in the JV squad for Rockford. But Mully wins the tip. I don't know what the call was. And there's no foul called. So
that was interesting.
An illegal tip. We'll find out why. I'll ask some questions to people who know. I think you can't tip it to yourself.
Well, that is what happened. He did get his own rebound.
I say that as a question mark because I don't really know, but yeah, that has to be it, right? You know what? We have an expert coming up.
We do have an
Carson
expert coming.
Sparrow. Can you not tip it to yourself?
You can tip it to yourself, but you can't catch it. You know, I can tip it like 5 times.
You can tip it 5 times, but okay. So the expert says you can tip it to yourself, but you have to keep tipping it. You can never take possession of it, right?
So if you're the tipper, you can't be the first guy to possess the ball.
Gotcha.
Man, I love learning. Every game we're learning more. There's a thinger again.
The static electricity, maybe? I don't know.
You know what? There is a lot of static up here. That's actually an interesting point. Carson, you want to join us tonight, or do you want to just hang out, hang loose?
Clevenger with a bucket.
Put the what up?
Clevenger got a really nice rebound, and then the bucket. Heeman drives in, makes the bucket, and gets fouled. He'll go to the line, shooting an and one. Saints are out to a 4-0 lead.
You know, I could. You want to put a camera in here? I could definitely put a camera behind
Heeman to the line to shoot one here, complete the three-point play. There's been a Duke Scoop sighting here in the arena. We call this an arena now, Carson. You like that? Yeah.
You're probably going to have to make room for Duke there, Carson.
He is.
Yeah, he'll sit right here. If you want to put a headset on, you're welcome.
There's one right here. Yeah.
I can confirm.
We're going to get organized here, ladies and gentlemen. You watch the game. We'll get organized.
Well said, Joe. In order for you to watch the game, I'm gonna have to do my job with this camera. So the screen tends to go in and out. We know it's not a connection problem. Although Joe made a great comment.
Mully for
Beautiful.
3. Money. Mully.
Money Mully, I like that.
Money, Mully.
Although
Saints are out 7-0 here.
He went by a radio name Magical Mully.
Magic.
He was helping us broadcast.
So we got Duke Scoop officially on set in the arena. We got Carson Sparrow in the booth with us for a little bit here in the JV game. 5 hits Rockford's first bucket. That's a nice little jumper out of 5. I think that was 5, or is it 3?
Looked like
I can't really see the number.
Blue on blue with the numbers. What are your thoughts on that, Carson?
the numbers.
Yeah.
Don't you think they're hard to see? Or just
not for me, I'd say.
Heeman with the
Youthful
aggressive
vision.
foul.
I don't know if it's like an age thing or what.
Whoa! See, why are we breaking
What's
out
with
the
the
age
old
jokes?
comments?
I tell you what, some other announcers on Saints TV got scolded pretty hard by a ref here today
Really?
with the old comments.
Yep.
No, it was a joke. But they're like,
What?
What, Saints TV think I'm old? And then we said, no, it was the other ref that they thought was old. I'm sure it wasn't you.
Although
Won't
we
mention any names.
Full disclosure, we were approached by a referee who made the trek all the way up the bleachers to ask us not to refer to him as old tonight. because it's happened in other broadcasts by other broadcasters.
That's right. They will remain nameless. And this referee, for the record, thought it was hilarious, but did want to point that out to us. That
to protect the identity of the offenders, we will not mention names, but we'll tell you their initials are Double Dill and Big Dub.
Right. That should be anonymous enough. I don't think anybody figured that out.
I don't want to. We don't want to expose anybody. They have opportunities to learn from that. But I feel like tonight the education was ours when he came up here storming with a baseball bat in his hand, telling us don't
call me old.
You can't really have refs that you say are better than others, but do you have any favorite refs that you have seen?
So this crew, I think, would find it hard-pressed to like a crew in terms of the way they went about their business more than Rusty at West Fork on Friday night. And we don't know that was really his name. The big ref.
Probably not.
You were on the court. You weren't listening to the broadcast. So you don't know what we're talking about, Carson. But
Santa?
I didn't want to bring it up.
Everybody knows seasonal Santa.
We just liked the way he smiled. He was laughing. He was talking with you guys. He was, making comments, trying to. I won't comment on how I thought the officiating was, because that just gets me in trouble. So I just go based on their personalities only.
See, that's the only reason I asked that question, because I thought that might be the answer.
Well, seasonal Santa was a jolly elf.
He was. He was having a great time.
We appreciated that about him.
Doing his job with a smile on his face. That's
I
all
gotta
you
say,
can
talking about like favorite crews, like the crew that we have here today, these guys are usually pretty consistent.
They sure are.
They usually, they're not doing the varsity game, so a little less pressure for these guys. But I appreciate that they seem to enjoy what they're doing and
take it very seriously. They understand it's a freshman game and a JV game, but they're not gonna not take it seriously and do it to the best of their ability, which I can appreciate. Speaking of best of their ability, this has been a whale of a JV game to start. Lots of action.
For sure.
Two good teams. Derek Heeman has taken over here early for the Saints side. Him and Connor. Derek inside and Connor burying perimeter shots. Makes it kind of a fun night for the Saints so far. Heeman makes that one.
Looking at the JV game, might need to recruit some of those guys to make some threes for us in varsity.
Yeah, right.
I felt like that's true. We weren't intentionally slamming the varsity team, but we did reference how their percentages seem to be an improvement over the varsity game that we saw the other night. Which, again, it's just a bit of a cold spell, right, Cars?
Well, another thing I was
how do you
thinking
bust
was
through that?
Another thing I was thinking was last game we never got to shoot beforehand. We usually get to shoot beforehand. Every other game we've got to go to another gym and shoot. Before.
Gotcha.
Oh, so what was different? There was no gym
They have
available?
a gym, but every time we go there's archery going on. So there's a bunch of people shooting bows and arrows in there.
Yeah.
That would be a hazardous shoot around.
That would be. Dodge the arrow, make the three-pointer.
Now, if you can dodge an arrow, you can dodge a block.
Right. Heeman, unfortunately, picks up his second foul. He goes to the bench with 2 early in this one.
Which I don't know how they do that. I don't know if there's something going on there every night that they go to. So I don't know if they get to shoot at all before any of their home games.
I see what you're saying.
So I have an idea. For Saints TV, we can't always count on that we're going to have electricity at these events, so we bring a battery. Could you hang a basketball hoop off the back of the bus or something that would allow you just to bring your own opportunity in cases like that?
Like one of those
work?
I've seen it.
Bedroom door ones where you
Mully gets absolutely smoked by number 5, but he gets up. 5's the worst for the wear on that tackle, and he picks up the foul. Mully is going to go get a breather here. They both hit the ground hard. I like the hustle for the basketball.
Do they have matching shoes there? Tyson Klein and Ethan Allen?
They sure seem to.
I think we might have a matching shoes controversy. Oof. Peterson tips it out.
Oh, that's kind of like an unwritten rule.
Right.
I did see a video today where the whole team had reverse Grinches on.
Wow. Wait, so what
is a reverse?
Carson, talk about reverse Grinches. I had to ask my boy, so I know, but you'll do a better job of describing it. First off, start with how much they cost.
I'm not really a big shoe guy, so I'm not really a guy to talk to this about. But I think it's in like $500 or something.
Yeah, between 5 and 8, I was told, depending on the size and if your size happens to be widely available or not.
Geez, they come all the way from Whoville?
Right? And they are designed or made by who? Which players signed them? Are they LeBrons or are they?
They're not LeBrons.
So are these at all related to the Dr. Seuss character, the Grinch?
I do not believe so, but maybe.
I mean, reverse Grinch means something.
Well, I think that he might have made a shoe that was like the Grinch, and then he just switched the colors on them.
Follow.
But I don't know. I'm not really a big shoe guy.
Haugen, who he thought about a 3, made 2 of those in the JJV game. Instead, they get it inside, but it's knocked away from Clevenger.
They're Kobe's.
Kobe's.
Kobe 6 reverse Grinch.
Reverse Grinches. At the end of 1, the Saints lead 12-6. Connor Mullenbeck has 6 on 2 made 3-pointers. Derek Heeman has 4, but is on the bench with 2 fouls.
And with that, we're going to thank Farmer State Bank and Grain Millers for your generous contributions. Thanks to you, these Saints students get to come into these home games absolutely free of charge. Thanks, FSB, and thank you, Grain Millers, for making that possible. And if you watch Saints TV, you know we've partnered with Give Butter. It's my favorite food. It's good on anything. Give Butter is how we accept donations. It's just a platform that we use to accept donations. It's getting toward the end of the year, and as Joe and I were saying during the first game, I've never heard anybody say, oh, I should never have given my money to the kids. Of course, people want to give money to the kids. So if you're wondering what to do with all that embarrassing buildup of cash, feel free to donate to Saints TV. 100% of donations go to our Saint Ansgar Saints. You can scan the code and donate. You can go online, givebutter.com/SaintsFan, or mail a check to P.O. Box 371. Don't mail cash. Don't ever mail cash. It's a terrible idea.
Terrible idea. But it's a good idea to give, so write that check out. And
don't be a Scrooge McDuck.
Is there another Saint Ansgar Saints that I don't know about?
Nope. There's only one Saint Ansgar in all the United States of America.
In all of the world, I believe. There's some churches in Germany called Saint Ansgar, but I don't think there's another city in the world by the name of Saint
How does that make you feel?
It's pretty elite.
One of a kind.
Did I use that word right?
It's lonely at the top.
It is lonely at the top. Yep, you can type Saint Ansgar into any GPS anywhere, and it'll take you here. Or a church in Germany. I have seen that happen.
It's kind of crazy, actually.
Got a comment here from one Steve Balin asking, what's the age and grade breakdown of the teams? That's a good question for Mr. Carson.
That is a good question. So talk about, Carson, and we don't use, a lot of schools will use the terms freshman team, sophomore team, varsity team. We don't. We use here at St. Ansgar, and most of small schools in North Iowa use the terms JJV, JV, and varsity. Break them down for us.
So JJV is usually freshmen with a little sophomore sprinkled in there. And then JV gets a little bit more mix of really just any.
Fewer freshmen mostly, right, most of the time, but a couple of freshmen. Yep.
And sometimes, and then sophomores and juniors, and then sometimes we get a senior every once in a while.
Yep.
And then varsity, mostly seniors, juniors, and then depending on, you might have an elite younger guy in there too.
Yep, gotcha. So it's a way for everybody to get playing time, right? It's and you get to play against teams at your level, whatever that happens to be, and it's not an indictment on anybody or a hey, you're good or you're not good. It's a hey, this is where you're going to get better and make a difference down the road. And that's what I like about the system. It's not a, well, you can only play, you're a sophomore, so you can only play JV, kind of thing. Or you're a junior, so you can't play JV. There's schools that have those rules, and I hate that because I think it prevents some development in areas where a lot of times we need it. So it's good that they work it that way. But that's a great question because it does kind of get confusing. Okay, who's who here? And by the way, a lot of these kids will play on multiple teams. You can play 6 quarters in a night. And it counts as one game. So how the state of Iowa does this is there's playing limits in each sport. For sports that have games, it's how many games can you participate in. Then there's rules about what counts as participation, and then there are rules as how many of those. In basketball, it's quarters. So you can play 6 quarters in a night, and it counts as one game played towards your game played. So you'll see kids. We'll see Colton Winnie before this one's over. He played 4 quarters of the JJV game, and I would guess he'll play 2 quarters of this one tonight, and then he'll be unavailable for the varsity game, for example. I shouldn't say he'll be unavailable. He'll just count towards his I don't remember if it's 22 or 24, whatever the limit is.
That's a lot of math.
There is a lot of math. I'm glad that we got folks like Squire and his business class. He can sit down and figure all that out.
Here, I'm over here listening to you talk about that, thinking, oh, is it 4 quarts in a gallon and 2 pints in a quart? And,
I believe there's like a rule like in Iowa where if you're middle school, you can't play a high school sport.
Right.
But like in Minnesota, you can be a 7th grader and play on the varsity basketball team.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, Minnesota has, so, obviously being just 10 miles from Minnesota, we get some crossover there. And, yeah, I know some of the smaller school baseball teams up there, they have 7th graders not only on the high school team, but, like, major contributors on the high school baseball team as a 7th grader. That's, some of those elite kids that are big and developed and all that.
Kind of like me?
Kind of like Duke Scoop
Kinda
back
like
in
Duke.
his day. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you're joining us and accidentally you stumble on us from Australia or New Zealand, this has happened before, and you were wondering, like, talking about these state rules or whatever. We're 10 miles. St. Ansgar's 10 miles from the Minnesota border. It's amazing. And I'll go to baseball, right? The differences in baseball in Minnesota. Kids aren't stealing bases. There's just a lot of weird things that aren't, or leading off, I think that's kind of what it is, right?
Yep. The way their youth baseball's played there is much different than the way ours is.
Yeah, and they got hot dish instead of casserole.
They got hot dish, right?
They play duck, duck, gray duck. They don't play duck, duck, goose.
So many differences.
It's like a whole nother country.
A bathroom is called a biffy. No, wait, that's North Dakota.
That's North Dakota.
Yep.
Number 5 hits a 3, and he's got 5 points to match his number, and the Saints' lead is cut to 4. A lot of numbers there, too. Different offense without Derek Heeman on the court. And he is back in now. So we'll see how the Saints, they try to get the ball back inside. Gavin Squire checks in for the Saints, as does Jackson Vroom, Peterson, and that one out. So we got Haugen, Vroom, Squire, Heeman, and Mullenbeck.
Got to keep Broom fresh for that halftime buzzer beater.
That is correct. Mully misses the 3. He's got 2 made ones.
So, Carson, we'll go back to the JJV varsity. It's basically, so as a Saint Ansgar athlete, you're basically your 9 through 12 are all one team. You all practice together. You don't practice separately as separate teams, right? And is it fair to say that for the most part, you kind of break down your talent into top, middle, and bottom thirds, and then somehow factor in their age of the player as well?
Do you mean like playing, like for the, I see what you're saying.
Your varsity is going to be your top 7 to 10 players probably, right?
Yeah.
And then your JV is going to include some of those guys, but you'll have a little younger group in there.
Age definitely is a factor sometimes, because
offensive rebound there for Haugen. He finds Mullenbeck for 2. Mullenbeck's got 8. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're good. It's also like a younger guy might have a better skill set than the other one, but he hasn't been playing for 2 extra years, so he hasn't had those reps to he doesn't have the feel for the game really as much as an older guy might.
Yep, makes sense.
I will say, sitting up here, is probably a negligible difference, but the speed of the game at the varsity level compared to the JV level is a big difference.
100%.
Number 5 buries another 3. He's got 8. And Saints need a timeout.
Saints up 15-12 with 1:51 remaining here in the first half.
Number 5 is Ben, by the way. So Ben officially has 8.
We'll take a look at some of those clips here that we captured here from the first half of this game so far.
Was that Mullenbeck with his first 3 there that we just saw?
He shoots, he scores.
There's a couple of Rockford highlights in here too on their 3s, I believe, but
that's another Mully 3.
Another Mully 3 there.
Magic Mully.
Magic. We've got time for one more here. We'll hit that. That's a Rockford 3.
Peterson checks in for the Saints. So it's Mullenbeck, Vroom, Peterson, Haugen, and Squire. Vroom for 3. Just off.
Thought that was going in.
It looked good until it just faded right at the end, and we have pretty good angle up here for that kind of shot. Although I can tell you, judging just left to right, sometimes they'll fool you sitting here, and you get really excited that thing's going in and it misses everything. So that can happen too.
32 grabs his own rebound, puts it up, gets fouled on the way. The chance for +1 here.
I think that happened to me Westford game about twice.
Where it was going right in, and then it wasn't.
I think you called one of them a pass to Max.
There was one of those.
There was one of those was a pass.
Yeah, we try to help you guys out.
I think if we kept stats, it'd look a lot better. There'd be a lot more passes and a lot less missed shots.
There was an alley-oop to Hillman in that first game.
We had an alley-oop in the freshman game or the JJV game. I don't think it probably really was, but that's what our scorebook says it was an alley-oop.
It did. Our scorebook says
Mommy
exactly that.
Mommy and Lando had a pretty good play there in the JJV game.
They sure did.
And I'm sure they're going to tell us they drew that up, too. Yep. We've already discussed that. Well, now we planned that.
You know, you'd be a good guy to ask. Like, how much time did you guys spend practicing that play in practice? I'm sure you've been working on it quite a bit.
They must have done that after practice because I haven't seen that one.
And all the extra time they put in, they're getting that one. I gotcha. Squire's errant pass is picked off by number 5, but Mully pokes it away to prevent the fast break. It will stay with Rockford at this end.
Great defensive maneuver by Mullenbeck.
Good pass by Squire to set up that defensive play. Trying to be an optimist here.
Yeah, I like that.
See, turn to a steal and a turnover the other way.
A little too fast there? Is that what we did,
yeah,
Sparrow?
It was
a little too quick?
Wasn't a bad idea. I think we just missed the ball there.
So it's tied all of a sudden here. Saints led big at one point, 12-4. Have gone cold offensively. And Rockford's found their way back into it. New game with 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ooh, had to call that one.
40's over the back on Squire. That's a 5th foul, shooting 2.
Gavin Squire kind of gets launched on that one, still lands on his feet. Man, that kid's got some dexterity.
Like a cat.
He is like a cat. Yes, he is.
So Gavin Squire goes to the line. 5th foul of the quarter for the Rockford Warriors. Gavin will shoot 2. Misses the first.
They say a cat, if you drop a cat, it'll always land on its feet. Is that true, Duke?
I haven't dropped any cats lately, so.
Have you ever had them not land on your feet when you have dropped a cat?
I mean, I don't go around dropping cats every day, but I feel like growing up as a kid on the farm, I'd say with 85% accuracy, that's a true statement.
Yeah, it seems like it makes sense.
Squire misses both, but Heeman gets the rebound, and he gets fouled. He'll go to the line. He'll try to shoot 2 here. Or he will shoot 2. He will try to make 2.
I feel like I've seen some videos of cats not landing on their feet, but same with Duke on this one most of the time. I feel like that's true.
I'm with you.
Heeman misses both, and the Saints go 0 for 4 from the charity stripe in that trip.
We asked Zachary earlier, Carson, how many free throws you shoot on any given day in practice?
In practice? I'd say we probably shoot like 24 like guaranteed free throws every practice.
That's the exact number he gave.
It is.
Squire for 3.
Beauty.
Like we
Got it.
We might also have a deal where we're scrimmaging and you get to shoot a few extra, or you're like warming up and you shoot extra free throws, which is always a good idea. But we have 24 designated free throws, I say, per practice.
Look at that shot, you guys.
It's always after running, too.
That's probably good, right? Get the blood
so,
flowing,
too.
get the sweat going, get the heart pumping a little bit, and just like a game like atmosphere. It's pretty easy to sit in my barn and shoot free throws. Okay, so it's not for me, but it probably is for some people.
When you have energy, when you're uncontested, all those things, right, that aren't true in a game, it's just not the same. You gotta get tired first. You gotta get some pressure in front of you. You gotta get somebody trying to block those shots.
A free throw?
Oh, I thought you were talking about 3-pointers.
No, we're talking about free throws.
Oh,
if somebody's trying to
did you ask the question?
let me tell you what happened. I was I completely blocked everything out. I asked the question. I was going to get that replay going, and then apparently I wasn't listening to a word.
We need a teleprompter up here. If any of you out there would donate, be kind enough to give so that we can get a teleprompter up here.
Oh, that's
just to remind us what we were talking about, because I've done the same thing. Like, what now?
Yep. I was just like getting that replay going, and was sure you guys are still talking about your shooting in the barn, but that was like 5 minutes ago, right? Okay. Time warp.
Welcome to the broadcast.
If you're just joining us, like Eric is, let's recap here. It is 5 minutes to go at halftime here of the JV game. It is an all-boys triple header versus Rockford. Rockford does not have a girls basketball team this year, so we took advantage of that extra time slot and added a JJV game that the Saints win 46-9. I was close. This is now half of the JV game where the Saints lead 18-15, and I would assume about 15 minutes after this one's over, we'll get a varsity game underway. There will not be a delay, as it will be. I think it was originally scheduled for 6:30, and it will be after 6:30 by the time this thing is over. So I assume we'll get 15 minutes on the clock in between, and we will go play a varsity game and be home by 8:30. The last time in 2023 that this basketball team will take the court, right? If you think about it, we'll see you next year after tonight.
Yeah.
From a basketball perspective, anyway.
That is correct.
There are teams in our conference that have games this Friday, right? But this is our off Friday or something. Did I see that?
I am not 100% sure on that, but I would believe it.
I know, for example, I know Rockford plays Friday yet. They have a normal Friday night game this week where we do not.
Here, we'll put this there. In case people went to the refrigerator.
And, wonder what's
This is what's happening. We're halftime.
Oh, except you got too many J's in there.
Oh, I do have too many J's in there. Oh, we're not in the JJV. I'm kind of still stuck in the past. Yep, you're right. You're right.
Like right now, I
think Eric needs a Snickers.
I kind of do need a Snickers. If anybody out there is listening and you're near the concession stand,
bring a rescue Snickers. It's been a long Monday on a Tuesday, as I always say.
I feel like right now would be a great time to do shoe review. We can see everybody's shoes.
What do we have for shoes?
Yeah,
so tell me about 40 shoes. Do you like those?
I do. I would say that those are probably my favorite ones on the court right now.
Me too. Any idea? And I'm not a shoe guy either. You said you're not either, so you probably can't identify brand or anything. They look like Nikes, right? I see a swoosh, maybe? No, that's not a swoosh. What am I seeing?
They're like teal.
I love the color.
What's on the heel? Can you zoom in? Get us a heel. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get out our phone. We're gonna put the thing on 5x zoom. We're gonna take a picture of the young man's shoes, and then we're gonna zoom in. Okay.
So you got the little shop feature or search for this, right?
I'm really
on there.
not sure what those are. Oh wait.
So you can go find
There's
it.
a logo looks like on the tongue of it, but
I don't know, and I don't know if I've got a clear enough view to even go. Is that a swoop?
Oh, you can do it. But don't they have the little shop feature, Joe?
Yeah.
He's going to the bench. He's going to the bench. Come back. Come back a little bit. You probably know his name. You got a roster? It's got his name on it?
I do.
Oh, he's actually
40, right, is Matt. Looks like a Matt. Matt has drip shoes. Drippy.
It's the one.
Fire,
that's the one.
Elite.
All I'm seeing is flames.
He's got that dog in him. You can tell.
All I'm seeing is flames.
I got a new 3-point call tonight, Sparrow.
Yeah.
Mr. Kars. So you'll wanna listen back to Saints TV, the Saints TV game later, and because I'm breaking it out tonight. One of our guys is going to make a 3-pointer, and you're gonna.
That does seem to, if we have a weak spot, that does seem to be it lately.
Threes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And teams have done a really nice job of packing the lane on us, right?
Yeah.
And making Hillman's been getting his, but they've been hard to get.
Yeah.
And like, what did you have? 9 or 10 on Friday
something like
night,
that.
and they were hard fought. Gotta drive the lane and get bodied up and go
Yeah.
flying and get them the hard way kind of thing. So we can open that up with some perimeter shooting. We just and we've got the guys capable of doing it.
That's the thing with it.
They'll get going. You'll get going. I'm not worried.
Yeah. Not only do we get those points when we shoot them, but then you're right, it opens up and makes those middle shots easier.
Easier, yep, exactly, and that's why they've been so important, and why I think some halves have been kind of lopsided for us.
Yeah.
When we make those perimeter shots, it feels like we've got the lead, or we're tied at half, or we make a huge comeback in the second half in those games, and when we don't, they pull away from us.
Yeah.
So.
That's probably like teams like Osage, they live and die by the three, but
Yeah.
it seems like they haven't died by it yet.
Right. Yep. Exactly. And you guys played well Friday night. I think I know the scoreboard looked more lopsided at the end than I think the game really was, but that's as good as we've played in Sheffield in a long time. With me going to watch anyway. So I thought we played well.
It's probably
those couple of threes that they made early in that fourth quarter were just the dagger. Just we missed shots on our end, and they buried 2 threes back to back, and it was like, ouch. And instead of 6 to cut it to 4, it went from 6 to 12 in about a minute and a half of basketball, or a minute and a half of real time, less than that basketball time.
Yeah, what's your take, Carson? I'm going to talk about your 4 losses. All right, so your first loss was to Hampton Dumont. What's your take on that one? Game you should have won?
Yeah, I'd say we should have won that one. They're a bigger school. Of all the games, I think that's probably the least important one of the year.
Yep.
So we weren't like too bummed out about that because we knew that we had so much time to improve.
Yep.
And there's a bigger school, and it wasn't conference, so it didn't really matter. But I don't really remember. That was a while ago, so I don't remember exactly how that game went down. But I do remember that it was a very close game.
You guys had, I think, a reasonable lead with a short period of time remaining.
Yeah.
Ended up losing that one by, I don't know, 1 or 2. It was not much.
And we need to figure out when we have like a pretty big lead, we need to have a good stop on defense and then find a good shot and just keep stacking that lead up.
That's the thing we haven't really seen you guys do this year. Is just keep your foot on the throttle.
Clevenger makes the first.
Your second one, Carson, was I'm sorry.
Sorry, this first pre-Christmas is like what, a fourth of our season?
Yeah, it feels like half, but it's not half game wise. You're spot on. Yeah, this will be game number 8 tonight, right? And I think we play 24 games or something like that by the time you're all said and done. So it's about a third of the way through it.
Yeah. I think that we should be pretty good if we just need to keep on getting better each day. Because I remember last year
Good pass.
I don't remember us getting significantly better throughout the year. So I think that's a big thing that we need to focus on.
So they're going to call. They both officials called a foul at about 4 seconds apart. So they're going to get the first one. There's 2 fouls, I think, right away. But they're going to get the one on the floor is the one that was called first, and that's a good call by the officials. They get that sorted out. Saints lead by 2 here. Have just 1 point in this third quarter. Joe Clevenger changes that. He's got 5 tonight. And Saints are going to press.
Grab him. Oh.
Good pass by that guy to get. Yeah. He was trapped in that corner, and Mully with the hustle play gets it knocked away. Clevenger passes it back to him. Short jumper's good.
Beauty.
Connor Mullenbeck has 10 tonight.
Like Magic Mully, he kind of tends to come out wide on those, kind of surveys the landscape to see where the opportunity is before he goes in for the kill on that. So, Carson, let's go to your second loss, which was versus Osage, a game I thought you guys played pretty dang well in. What do you remember from that one?
Yeah, we had, how many times did we have a lead in that game? Do we have any leads in that game?
Yeah, we led at the end of the first quarter, I know. Or I believe. I remember.
Was it significant? Do you remember?
No,
19,
it was always
16 or something
right.
like that.
Mhm.
It was. Maybe it wasn't that. I don't know. For some reason, that's what comes to mind.
It was
Whatever
under 4-point
there
game
was-
for 80% of that game. I'll say it that way.
There was like a 6-point differential with like 3 minutes left to go in the game, I believe.
Yep, and we had the basketball, and I
Yeah.
think, there was an opportunity there. If we can get a bucket here,
Yeah. It just got to a point at the end of the game where I think the score, it's one of those things like
Tyson Klein for the bucket, count it, and he'll go to the line to make it a 3-point play.
you are only going to say it if you're the one that lost. But like, I think the score was probably looked worse than the game actually was, just because at the end of the game we had to take shots that we probably shouldn't have taken just because the time.
Right. Yep.
And then we had to foul them, so they made extra points off that.
Yep, I think you're exactly right. That game was I think it was 11-point game, something along those lines.
It was 12 actually.
12-point game.
You're right.
And it was not. It was much closer.
I think
than that.
I don't know if this is right, but I believe they scored six of those points at the end of the game just off of free throws that way because we had to foul them.
Yep, and they were making their free throws.
Yeah.
I think my one takeaway from that game, Carson, you and I talked about it, was that Osage was allowed to play that game. When I say that, I'm talking about the officiating. They're letting them play a really aggressive style of basketball, which some referees would call every foul they see. Some will let them play. We've seen a lot of officiating that was just let them play this year. And that usually works very heavily in Osage's favor. And you guys were able to keep that game very close in spite of that, because that's not how Saints play the game.
And I've talked about with some of our guys, like, the refs are going to be different every game. We just have to figure out what they're doing and, like, do what they allow us to do.
Tyson Klein with another bucket. He's got 5 in the second half.
So we can't.
Saints lead by 10.
We can't really blame any game.
Derek Heeman tips that away somehow. Great
Big scramble
defense
out here.
Yeah. And he's fouled. He'll go to line shoot too. That was crazy sequence. That was a crazy sequence.
It's like a hockey game out there right now.
Felt like it.
Dumping the puck back and forth.
Yeah, just dump it into the zone and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Dump and chase.
Special delivery. Thank you.
I believe our third loss was to Lake Mills, which they're ranked. I know they're not ranked by someone, but I know
Yeah,
they're
it depends on
ranked
the rankings you look at.
They're
but
ranked like second on some other guys, but
they look legit to me.
Yeah, we were tied with them first half, and then second half, we couldn't make our shots. We were looking. We didn't get very many good looks, I don't think, and just it's like weird, like because I look back on it and we were like within like 6 points at the third quarter or something, and basketball is just weird. Like you can slowly beat a team and not even realize that you're getting crushed, but then just look up at the scoreboard and realize that you're losing by 17 now.
I see what you're saying. Yep, it is. It happens fast in basketball. So the official rankings that the state uses, we've talked about this a bunch in football. If you listen to our football broadcasts, those are not out yet. The first set of those last year came out this week, so I assume we'll see them sometime. The calendar just says around Christmas, so I don't know if that means that they're not going to commit to one day or another, and we'll see them soon, or if they're not coming out till after Christmas. But the official rankings are not out, so if you like you said, if you look at like BC Moore's stuff that we use a lot for football, I think they're second or third in his poll. Lake Mills, I'm speaking of. Tyson Klein to the rack. He gets fouled again and will go to the line yet again. He has 7 all in this quarter.
I know sometime soon Osage and Westfork are playing. I don't know if that's today or when that is, but I think those are 2 undefeated teams in our conference.
Who do you think wins that one?
It's at Osage, so I think that Osage gym is a little bit of a less of advantage as Westfork's gym, just because they're not as good at being loud and the gym's not as like unique. Their gym kind of feels like our gym in a way.
Yep.
Just as pretty bright.
That game is tonight, by the way. Osage and West Fork. So I will go on record as saying West Fork wins that one.
That
I think it
student
really
section at
depends.
West Fork is
I think it
intense.
really depends on how each team is shooting.
Yeah. And like I said, Osage, if they can get Uhlenhop and Street going,
Yeah.
both in the game, they'll win by double digits. Yeah, but I'm banking on West Fork finds a way to shut one of those guys down.
Yeah.
They'll scheme. They're basketball town. They'll scheme one of those guys out of that game, and that'll be the difference.
Yeah. Each team has 2 very good athletes / basketball players.
Yep.
2 just like main guys, and then there's also a third guy in there that does quite a bit of damage too. So it'd be interesting to see.
I feel like Osage has the better, like overall, like the Osage 2 best players are better than West Fork's 2 best players, but I feel like West Fork has better depth.
Yeah.
Yep. Who's better defensively? You've played them both.
Defensively?
Yeah. Are they pretty equal, or does one stand out in your head?
I don't know. It's kind of a tough question, actually.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's that journalism degree paying
I'd
off
say
again. The one I got online over the last 3 months.
I'd say it depends on who you are. I say if Quinn Street's guarding you and you're on defense, that's got to be pretty tough.
That's a tough ask, right? Yeah. Yep, I can see that. And
Madden's not
Eberling
terrible either.
For West Fork, that Eberling is, he's same deal in terms of underneath, and then they've got the Quinn Street Uhlenhop guy in Sunken, right? That he was.
That's the thing that
shooter.
If Sunken's on, then he does not miss. I believe in what game was that? In Central's
against Newman,
Oh.
right? No, Central Springs. You're right. Yeah, he made
went
11
for 14.
Jeez, 11 for 14 from behind the arc and
37 points.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe that was their school record. I thought it'd be more than that. West Fork.
Yeah, that
For points in the
surprises
game.
me too. That Tuttle or one of those guys didn't have 40. Yeah.
Dang, those shoes are fire, guys. Jeez.
Yes, they are. We're liking number 40 shoes if you're just joining us.
All I'm
Saints
seeing is
out to a
flame.
15-point lead. They stretched this thing out in the third quarter. A lot of it thanks to Tyson Klein and his dribble drive. Tries it again there, feeds it off to Peterson. No good. Rebound, Winia. Chase Haugen for 3. He made 2 of those in the JJV game. They were just beautiful. Heat check there. Not just a heat check. Just see if it's still warmed up.
He was nearly out of magic in that JJV game.
Out of magic.
I see what you did there.
Thanks for listening, guys.
20 seconds
here all
left in the
night.
third. No harm, no foul. The bucket goes in.
Just like he drew it up.
10 seconds to go.
I think with the West Fork guys and the Osage guys, I think Eberling is better at making plays down low than either of those guys.
Yep. I think the bigs for West Fork will cause trouble for Osage down low. We'll find out. I'd say we keep you updated, but our game will be darn near over before that one starts because that's a normal night over there. So the boys' game probably won't start till 7:45 over there.
Well, I'm sure they'll have their stream going too, so if there's any updates on girls, we might be able to find them for you. And then even at the beginning of that one, we'll probably have access to some information, I'm guessing.
Betting you're right. We'll put our crack investigative reporter on it.
That might be a good game to go to. Kind of debating that now.
Carson's not
Go catch
playing
the second
tonight. He
half.
may just need to play the scout role for his team.
Clevenger makes a free throw.
Because that starts at 7:30 usually.
Yeah.
Depending on the girls. Well, not even depending. They tend to start those on time, right? If the girls are, unless it goes late.
I think the calendar says 7:45, so they even push it back even a little more than we do.
Well, they take a long time to do their introductions and get the lighting just right over there.
Right.
You know, might be 7:45 before they start. And by that time,
Saints lead by 14 after 3. Connor Mullenbeck has 10. Tyson Klein has 7, all in the third quarter. Heeman with 5, and Clevenger with 6 by my count. We've been having fun talking up here, so I may have missed one. In fact, I gave Clevenger an extra one because I know my math isn't right, so I'm just he gets the bonus point tonight.
You just do eeny, meeny, miny, mo for that? Or?
Yeah. In the varsity game, I have the cheat sheet up there, and I also have my secret source in the arena here that keeps me updated on certain stats. So I have a backup plan, but in JJV and JV, I don't have a backup. So
that's the scores table right there where the stats are unofficial. It's Joe's where you want the official stats. That's
right.
Where you go to get is not your average official stats.
Zach, who was in the booth earlier tonight, checks in. Zachary Eckwall in for the Saints. So we got Vroom, Peterson, Haugen, Eckwall, and Mullenbach.
Speaking of arena, I don't know why, but yesterday during practice, I was thinking, like, if you're in the NBA and you have this huge arena that you're practicing in, I feel like that would just be really cool. Just like,
I don't think they practice in the arena.
Do they not?
I doubt it.
I feel like that'd be weird then,
It
wouldn't it?
They're pros. That's why they're
completely
pros. They're
different
getting
gym.
paid to play. They got to be able to play in multiple gyms.
That's true, I guess.
Slapped away by Vroom. Eckwall gets it.
Because I also thought that too, but I was like, I don't know, that's kind of weird.
It seemed like a crazy waste of space to not use it, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm sure they got like concerts and stuff all the time.
Oh, true.
Yeah. Other purposes. Yeah, I don't know how that works. It'd be good to.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they got practice facilities. I mean, I'm sure you've seen videos of NBA practices on your TikToks and your Instagrams or whatever.
Whatever you kids do
Whatever
nowadays.
you kids do these days. And it's always in some, like,
You're right. It's
facility.
definitely not in an arena when
Yeah.
you see him. Yep. Eckwall with another rebound.
The local Y,
I
probably.
don't know if that's more weird or less weird. You can just get in your own gym and it's not even, like, doesn't even feel like it's your gym at that point.
Yep. I do think a big part of that is a lot of those arenas, speaking of arenas, are in downtown, downtown Minneapolis, and they don't have the space to put in their practice facilities and their weight rooms and all the stuff that they need to support those teams. So a lot of them have to have a headquarters somewhere else. Speaking of gyms, West Fork at Sheffield's notoriously hard to play down there.
Yeah.
What is it? What is the thing that makes a gym hard to play in or not? Like you said, kind of gives a Mully flies through the air, picks it off, but bodies up a Warrior, and they call him for the foul. So what is it? Is it the space? Is it the lighting? Is it what is it?
They always have a good team, so that always helps.
Correct. Yep.
I don't know. It doesn't, it was definitely not dark in there, but it still felt pretty dark. I don't know if it was like the floors or what it was, but it just felt like this place feels a lot lighter. I don't know if it's because we have white walls everywhere and we have our floor colors
is very
bright.
neutral, whereas they have that dark wood on purpose on some of their floor.
And their fans are really good, and it just feels like they're kind of closer.
They are. There's science there. They are 100% closer than they are at most places. Their first row of the bleachers is you could touch the end line from the bleachers.
I'd say that that gym's probably the second hardest gym to play in.
What's the hardest gym to play in?
I'd say probably North Butler.
Yeah.
Just for the same reasons, but.
Yep. It's close. The student section's loud. It's dark in there, or has been.
Hot.
They got new
it's
lights.
Hot in both of them.
Yep, and they're both warm. This one's cold sometimes.
Yeah, it is. Well, when you're out there playing, it doesn't feel cold, but I know what you're saying.
I'm sitting right here. I have a really heavy sweatshirt on. I'm never cold, and I'm cold right now.
Well, it's fourth quarter. We talked about that last game. Fourth quarter comes, and folks are showing up for the next game. Those doors out here are wide open. People coming in. I feel bad for the folks taking money tonight.
If you're ever cold, go in the first door, but not the second one. It's got a heater in there. It's always pretty nice and warm in there.
Nope. Good place to warm up.
Oh, yeah.
Saints lead is down to 10, 3:30 to go in this one. This is the JV game. Varsity boys will start after this one, so I would guess that'll be about 20 or 25 minutes from now. We'll get the Varsity boys game going. If you're just joining us, no girls Rockford team, so there are no girls games tonight.
Yeah, Joe, nice timing for that. We've had a few chime in saying, I kind of want to know where we're at. This is the JV boys. This is the fourth quarter, 3.5 minutes remaining. If you're waiting around for the varsity game to start, and there's a few of you out there who are, now would be a good time. Come on down.
Ooh, good move by Derek
Heeman. His first bucket of the second half. He got into foul trouble early. Does he play that hard in practice all the time? Man, because he goes in the game. He's 100% go all the time.
I think he is.
I bet it's one of those things that makes you better in practice when you got him to go against.
He's kind of a wizard with the pump fakes, not going to lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Likes getting you off your feet and go around you kind of thing?
I don't know what it is about his pump fake, but I swear everyone falls for it.
Yeah. Even when they know it's coming, huh?
Like yesterday, Drew was laying on top of him after he hit a pump fake.
Hey, who's the smartest guy you know?
Joel Carlson.
Joel Carlson says, oh, we can't really read it right there. Let me move it. He says, since we're talking about three-point records, Ben Bergeron. Oh, it disappears after 7 seconds. If you can read the chat, you can read it. It is no longer on the screen, but that's okay because we don't want it to cover up this epic play.
Right. Oh, see what I'm saying? It'll fool you. Looks perfect, and he missed everything.
Oh, man. Well, Joel says Ben Bergeron has the record for the most threes in a game. And it happened to be against Rockford. And Joel was the guy who was doing book during that game. That's how he remembers.
Does it say how many he had?
8.
8, yep. And there's a couple guys with 7.
Derek.
We got that clarified too, right?
Yep.
Riley
I misspoke in the last broadcast because I thought Bergeron had tied the record. He probably did tie it in one game, but he broke it on his own right. And Joel saying it's against Rockford that happened.
Gotcha. And who are the 2 guys that have 7? Do you
There's
remember?
like 3 guys.
3 guys that have 7. Gotcha. Okay.
I want to say Willert was one of them, Riley Steinberg, and
Was it? So Steinberg for sure. I thought Coach told us on the way out the door. I thought it was just 2, but
I thought so too because he told us last week.
It was Riley. I don't remember Willard. Maybe it was.
Maybe I'll look it up.
Every once in a while, I get to play basketball with Cole Willard Sunday nights when we come here to play some old man ball.
Get a little old man ball.
He can shoot it.
Not that Cole Willard's old. Let's clarify. We don't need any more, age discrimination suits
you know what I was
brought
told
against
today?
Saints
I was
TV.
told today. I was in New Hampton today talking to one of our guys who plays, let's call it adult ball. And I referenced, playing old man ball. And he says, we don't call it that here. It's middle-aged and old man ball. And then
middle-aged and
I don't
old
know,
man.
And it was,
So
I
you
don't know
can
if it was
put
real or
yourself?
not. Ryan Horgan, he was there. And he says, yeah, I've heard this. And I don't know if he's joking or not. He says, Saint Ansgar's like the only community that actually calls it old man ball. Like nobody else does that. So I don't know. Maybe it was a joke, but I don't play that game because I am too old.
Wide variety of ages, I'll say. Saint Ansgar's old man ball.
It's wide variety of ages.
There's 16-year-olds up to 60-year-olds, right? We get a little bit
last year there was a middle schooler. He's now a freshman. Playing in there.
We won't mention any names.
That's awesome.
There's actually 4 people, but 5 times has someone hit 7 threes in a game.
Really? All
wow.
Right. I was sure that Squire just said 2 plus 2 at 7, but Duke, are you going to save that for trivia?
Let's
you want to tell us?
Yes, do you want to?
Yeah. Well, are we going to start a new broadcast?
Nope.
Okay. I guess that doesn't really matter either way. Cale Halfman, one of them.
Okay. Doesn't surprise me.
7 and February 12th against Northwood. I think that was in the playoffs.
Must have been on February 12th. Yep.
Riley Steinberg had 7 at Central Springs. Greg Thorson had 7 against Nashua, 1999. Okay. And then Michael Girk did it twice against Nashua, both times.
Both times.
Wow.
He likes shooting against the Huskies, huh?
7 for 10 in January of 05 and 7 for 12 in January of 06. So year apart. And then Ben Bergeron had 8 of 12 against Rockford.
No. That's a pretty good night.
That's a pretty dang good night. That's frustrating when you're on the opposite side of that.
Oh, I remember. You guys remember the name Brandon Wood? Old Rockford Warrior basketball player.
Yep.
Man, that kid could shoot. He'd come across half court, and he wouldn't get past the logo, and he'd pop a 3 and just swish it.
Just bang.
I swear Eli Minky did that to JJV.
Yeah, he did.
For sure. You just walk up to it and splash it. I was like, what is this kid doing?
Yep. Menke has made a lot of threes against the Saints. There's no doubt about it. He's got to like us coming to town. He just feels it. He's that guy. If Michael Girk was the Nashua assassin, then it's Menke is the Saints version.
Saints under a little duress here in the fourth quarter, up 38-29.
They look happy to pass it around and force Rockford to foul here.
I don't know if this is right, but I think Minky made the first shot of three-pointer last game, and then I don't think he made a single one after that.
I believe you're correct, because we all commented up here, oh, here we go again. And then he didn't. I don't think he made another one after. He made a bunch of short shots. He kind of took the approach of, well, I guess that's not going for me tonight, so instead I'm going to fake the three and take 3 steps and bang a 12-footer, and he did that a bunch instead in this fourth quarter.
Were you defensively? Did you have a plan for Menke? Did you guys shut that down? Did you cause that?
Threes.
Just
do
get
not
up
let
there.
that guy shoot threes.
Got it. Well, that's a pretty good strategy as long as you can execute.
And some of the reason he wasn't making them was because we weren't leaving him open. He couldn't get, had a hand in his face the whole time. It does make it more challenging, right?
Another thing I think was West Fork. I don't think Coach said something about, I don't think they made a single three that they were left wide open. I know there's a few times that we did leave a guy wide open, but I don't think
they missed those. Yep, you're right. They were making contested threes.
Yeah.
Blocked by Haugen. But Rockford gets it back, and it's a 7-point game. Saints will no shot clock tonight, so the Saints will look to kill a bunch of clock here, make them foul. They will go to the line and shoot 2 on the next foul, the Saints will.
All right, I think I might head out now.
All right, Mr. Sparrow.
All right.
Carson Style, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Good luck in whatever contribution you're making to the team tonight.
Do your job.
Give those guys a high five from all of us up here.
Will do.
Expect to see a big dub.
See you.
Thanks for joining us, Carson.
Thank you.
Mully with the steal. He's fouled. He'll go to the line and shoot 2 to ice this thing with 19 seconds to go in the game. If I mute you, I'm accidentally muted you because I tried to mute that one.
You got it.
I'm still here.
All right, good.
As Duke gets cozy between Candle Genius and Not Your Average Joe.
If you're wondering why Carson Sparrow was in the booth with us that long, breaking news, he will not be on the court tonight for the Saints. So we got him in the booth tonight because we're unable to have him on the court. So we'll he'll be doing his job, whatever that is tonight, but we'll call it a undisclosed injury. Has Carson
upper body, lower body?
Lower body.
Lower
I think
body.
In hockey we'd say lower body injury. So he's
that's all the detail you get.
he's gonna mend here over the long break, and I think that's smart, right? Get his body right and ready to go. I know I've seen him a couple of times after games, and obviously Eric has seen him a lot more than I have after games. But he's got to get healthy for the run, the second half run here, and so he's gonna take tonight off. Probably against his will, but take tonight off to try to get healed up.
He's a competitor. He wants to be part of this one for sure.
Yep. So
But
get healthy, young man. We got a lot of basketball ahead of us, so get healthy now and be ready for the stretch run. I'm sure is what's
he needs a fair amount of rest and probably more than the 2 weeks he's going to get. But this looked like a pretty good 2-week stretch to take some time and see what kind of healing we could get in.
So the Saints will be without senior guard Carson Sparrow tonight. We'll talk about that in pregame as we get going. But the Saints are going to win this one, JV style, 39. Working on 40 and 41 here as Peterson has 2 shots at the line. Misses the first. Just one tick left in this one. Tick and a third, I guess. Good JV game. That'll do it. Saints win 39-33 over the Rockford Warriors. Tyson Klein, Connor Mullenbeck, Derek Heeman all have big nights for the Saints. Joe Clevenger has 6 as well. And the Saints get closer at the end than it probably was, but do a nice job. Win the first two here in Saint Ansgar. They win JJV game 46-9, and they win this one 36-30. No, it's 39. 33. They took it off before I could write it on my sheet.
Yep. And this game was closer than we thought at halftime. Saints opened that baby up in the third quarter, and the Rockford Warriors kind of closed the gap here to end it, make it only a 6-point game. But Saints victorious. They're going to put, I'm going to guess 15 minutes on this clock prior to the next game.
Yeah, we'll trade out officials and do all of that stuff. So I do see officials. No, I do not. Never mind. I thought I saw an extra official in the hallway, but that's not who I see. So
that's just Glenn.
Yep, it's just Glenn. Exactly. So the official scorer is here.
That's really all you need.
That's all you need.
You got
Call your own fouls tonight? What do you say, boys?
There you go.
Yeah, honesty system. That makes sense. So that concludes the JV portion of our triple header. So we got 2 down, 1 to go. The varsity boys will start here. I'm going to guess the 15 minutes are on the clock. We're going to head to a commercial break. We'll be back shortly. Don't go anywhere. We're keeping it right here on this stream.
Clock is running, so 15 minutes to game time.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, you're looking for a great place to watch the game? Try CB Brandt's Pub and Grill in Saint Ansgar. Want to see today's specials? Facebook search CB Brandt's Pub and Grill. 1,000 followers. Can't possibly be wrong.
All right, folks, time to get real. If you're not subscribed to the Enterprise Journal, you are missing out. What a great Mitchell County newspaper. They cover sports. They cover music. They cover it all from Osage to Saint Ansgar to Riceville. The student activities, the political environment. If you are a resident of Mitchell County or once were a resident of Mitchell County, you owe it to yourself to keep in touch. Great editorials from Cassandra Leff, always entertaining editorial from Lindsay Falk. Every issue, every week is packed with value. You've got to subscribe today. Call 641-713-4541. Do yourself a favor. You deserve it. Subscribe today. Call the Enterprise Journal and get yourself a copy coming every week. Tell them Candle Genius sent you.
For nearly 30 years, we have been a partner to the communities in Northeast Iowa, fulfilling the energy needs of our neighbors and friends. A good partner knows your business and understands your needs. Providing the highest level of service possible is our mission. Our customers count on us to reliably and safely deliver the fuel products they need to keep their productivity high whenever the need arises. We are continuously improving our capabilities by adding storage, improving the fleet, or utilizing new technology. We've put together a well-rounded team of specialists who welcome the opportunity to answer your questions and assist your plans. These efforts result in a better experience for our customers. At Johnson Oil, we're in business to be partners in your success.
Whether for work or for play, having a driver's license is pure freedom. Saints Driving School offers year-round driver's education classes. Why would you wait? Call 641-420-3594 today.
And doers. And the right skills can turn dreams into reality. We partner with businesses and universities to get you to the next level, leading the way with intention and purpose. So when you graduate, your dream becomes your reality. We educate, we partner, we lead, so you can dream big. North Iowa Area Community College.
State Bank has a strong commitment to farmers. We provide the highest level of service with quick turnaround time, competitive interest rates, flexible payment options, and the ability to work with you on any size loan. Our agricultural banking specialists are experienced in farming and understand the important role agriculture credit plays in your operation. Because of our ability to make local credit decisions, we respond quickly to your total agricultural financing needs. Saint Ansgar State Bank, helping you meet your financial goals.
As a family-owned business since 1922, we have a good feel for what it takes to be a strong and growing member of the local economy. Our hope is that our customers and employees have a warm and welcoming experience each and every time. We strive to communicate a clear vision and plan for individuals, our company, and our community's success. We work to ensure that the quality of all of our people, our products, and our services stand the test of time. If you would be a good fit for our company in a mechanical or managerial position, we would love to hear from you. Benefits include competitive pay, 401k, health, dental, and life insurance, flexible spending accounts, vacation, and holiday pay. Because we believe it's more than just a place to work. It's a place to call home.
At Farmer State Bank, we have a proud tradition of commitment of excellence.
Cut! Hey guys, what's all the big production about?
We have a couple job openings that we're looking to fill, so we're making a commercial.
Just tell them you're going to pay them well. We're really pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement or whatever.
At Farmer State Bank, we have a proud tradition of paying you, being pretty easy to get along with most of the time, and there's plenty of room for advancement, or whatever.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Saint Ansgar Chiropractic.
Wax beads. The foundation of better candle making is built on cleaner burning, soy-based candle wax. American Soy Organics. Better wax for candle makers by candle makers.
Leaving your crops unprotected from droughts, floods, hailstorms, and pests can leave a farmer at serious risk of losing their equipment and their land, putting their family's future at risk. Beeland Ag Risk Services, your partner in crop insurance.
Nah, man. It's not a broadcast. It's a broadcastation.
I was an occupational therapist for about 14 years, and then I decided to join the business full-time when we had about 11 employees and developed the HR department. I got to sit down with people, get to know their stories, get to learn about their families, and really get to know who they are. Through that process, we just got to hire the best people in the world, and we really feel like we're blessed with the best.
broadcast is brought to you in part by Colbert Realtors, with service you can depend on and know-how you can count on.
Saint Ansgar is a thriving community in north central Iowa with a lot to offer. Founded in 1853 by a group of Norwegian immigrant farmers, Saint Ansgar is a small town with culture, character, and charm. Known as the Garden Spot of Iowa, it is a wonderful place to grow your family or business. You might not expect all the wonderful amenities you'll find here. Within our shops, you'll find unique gifts, home decor, collectibles, and antiques. You'll also find restaurants, outdoor activities, and events. Saint Ansgar is a great place to visit any time of the year, and we take pride in our schools. Our youth are provided the highest quality education in a secure, positive, and challenging environment, empowering all students to reach their full potential. Saint Ansgar welcomes visitors and newcomers with open arms and warm smiles. Come visit and see why so many people proudly call this area home.
Hey, do you guys know why so many people call this area home? Because I love it. Welcome to Saint Ansgar, Iowa. This is game number 3 of tonight's triple header. Boys, boys, boys is the theme tonight. Boys JJV followed by Boys JV, followed by now Boys Varsity, Saint Ansgar versus Rockford. I've got not your average Joe, Duke Scoop, and Candle Genius here. We're getting ready to broadcast third game of the night here with 4.5 minutes to go. You guys got any tips on what we might expect to see tonight, Joe?
Just looking on paper, these two teams are very evenly matched. Both come in 4-3. They both played Central Springs. They both beat Central Springs. They both played West Fork, and they both lost to West Fork. So a lot of similarities between these two teams in terms of stats, and shooting percentages and all of those kinds of things. So it should be a good one. Interesting night here. Rockford's led by senior Nick Groven, 18 points a game. He's number 1. So you'll see they have their black jerseys on tonight. Senior Nick Groven, 18 points a game. As a team, they're averaging 52. Okay? And Nick Groven, the senior, has 18 of those. And senior Marshawn Taylor, number 0, he's got 15 of those. So you can see a large portion of their scoring comes from those two guys. Riker Hoffman adds 5 points a game, and Charles Byam adds 8.6. They don't get a lot of scoring off their bench. They don't have a lot of height, and their height is all on the bench. So Hillman should have a significant advantage inside. I imagine that will be the Saints' strategy early on, get the ball inside to Mr. Hunter Hillman. To help open that up, the Saints have got to get going offensively. They're shooting just 34% from field goal percentage, so they've got to figure that out, and those numbers need to go up. Obviously, burying a couple of threes early in this one will help get that confidence going and get them going. They will be without senior guard Carson Sparrow tonight. He is shut down due to a lower body injury, so he's going to take this opportunity. This is the last time the Saints play for 2 full weeks, so he's going to take tonight off to kind of extend that break to try to get healed up for the stretch run here coming back in 2024. So with him out, Powers, Schwiesau, Beeland, Klein, Clevenger, I don't care who, right? One of those guys can have to step up and not only get their normal, right, get their 6 to 10 that they're getting in a good night, but also get some of Carson's too. We know what Hillman and Remster will do. Now we've got to find that third scorer. Someone's got to step up and fill that role. It'll be fun to see how that plays out tonight. Hillman is on the court after extensive elbow surgery. Okay, that might be an exaggeration, but if you watched Friday night, you noticed Hillman was out. They took him to the locker room with blood dripping off of his elbow. I can tell you, gentlemen, I saw that wound today.
Yeah.
It was nasty.
Yeah.
We were going to use it as a graphic on
We
this.
talked
but
about it, but
we thought we'd lose everybody.
There's kids out there, and
so
not family friendly.
He thinks he landed on we have them on our floor too. Those metal covers where the volleyball poles
Can
go.
we get a close up there, Eric?
Yeah, we'll get
one of the metal.
Yeah. So he thinks
it's
that
just a
one of
socket.
theirs in their new floor sticks up a little bit, and his elbow landed directly on that, and it cut a C shape right on his elbow, like to the point he needed 6 stitches to close that thing up.
Yep.
So it was a nasty wound. So I asked him tonight before the game. I happened to see him. I said, "Is that going to bother you? Impair your shot in?" He said, "Nope, I don't even feel it." Got it stitched up, and he's got a big Band-Aid on it and then a wrap around that. So he says doesn't impair his mobility at all, doesn't feel it. So that's good news for the Saints.
Yeah.
That's what it means to be Hillman. Those guys are tough, man. That was a gaping wound, and it's not rated G any longer if we show that.
That's right. So that's how it'll stack up here tonight for the Saints. Hunter Hillman leads 16 points a game, 4 blocks, 10 rebounds. He has been the man. He is him, as the kids say, and he'll look to get going early here for the Saints. We mentioned Sparrow out, so Beeland will start in his stead for the Saints tonight.
See Hillman warming up there. There we go. Got to finish on a good one. Hillman makes that last one, and to the bench they go with 7 seconds remaining here before the start of this one.
Over the hills of snow.
We're in the Christmas spirit here.
They've been playing Christmas music during warm-ups. Not the most, game. I don't know. It wouldn't get me pumped up to play a sport. I'd tell you that much, but not my decision to make, I guess. So
was that a reference to Hillman as well, or just was it all Christmas?
No. I was just, you said to the bench they go. I said over the hills of snow. I don't know. I don't know.
I know. Well, we were referencing Hillman at the time. So.
Okay. Well, we're going to throw it down to the court now as they announce the starters, give us the anthem, and do all the pregame festivities. We'll be right back.
And now here's tonight's starting lineup. First for head coach Derek Steer and the Rockford Warriors. A senior, number 0, Marshawn Taylor. A senior, number 1, Nick Groban. A junior, number 2, Riker Hoffman. A junior, number 3, Charles Bam. And a junior, number 10, Hunter Westley. And the starting lineup for head coaches Jason Squire, Eric Klein, assistant coach Logan Zipsey, and your Saint Ansgar Saints. A senior, number 3, Drew Powers. A senior, number 10, Mike Rumster. A junior, number 15, Jace Chuisaw. Senior, number 21, Max Beelan. And a senior, number 22, Hunter Hillman. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing. Gentlemen, please remove your hats as we honor our nation with the playing of our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by the Saint Ansgar Pep Band.
We are about to get underway here in Saint Ansgar. Game 3 of the boys triple header tonight. The Saints win the first two, the JJV and JV games. Look to cap it off with a varsity victory here tonight. Three is Charles Byam. 22, Hunter Hillman for the Saints to take the tip. Or try to win the tip, take the jump, I guess.
Does Rockford always have these black jerseys, or are these alternates?
These must be the new ones, because that's what they wore last year. They wore the whites at home and these on the road. So I don't know if they have a blue jersey anymore or not. It's a good question.
I think their warm-ups were blue.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Hillman with the steal. Saints got it going the other way.
I got to tell you guys, I like seeing Max Beelan starting this game, especially after his brother dominated in the JJV game.
Shoot it. Shoot it. He heard me.
He did. Just a long pass.
He tried for the backdoor cut there. Doesn't go.
Going to get an early foul on Remster.
Hillman's got to be careful. That was the same sort of deal where he busted that elbow open. I guess he feels a little more comfortable on home court.
They get Hillman for that one, excuse me. His first. First for the Saints. Taylor misses the free throw. He'll get one more. Taylor's averaging 15 points a game.
Got some gold shoes on tonight. Those look pretty snazzy.
Powers with a rebound.
Great rebound by Powers. Way to get up and own that thing.
Remster finds Hillman.
A good move inside. Kind of lost it down low, though. Draws a foul.
Get the ball inside tonight. You can see the height advantage at almost at every spot that the Saints have. Use that to their advantage. That's Westby with the foul, his first.
I don't know that I see any exceptions when it comes to height advantage.
Correct.
Schweisoff for three. Banks it in.
He takes a look at
his
teammate.
palms up. Yeah, I guess.
Says, I guess that one's going in tonight. Yep.
I'll take
as
it.
many as have rimmed out for the Saints this year. We'll take a banked in one.
Break here. Number 1 with the drive. That is Nick Groven, the senior.
Jump balls to call underneath. Go to the Saints.
Was a bank three an intended result?
Oh, yeah. That's called style points.
Style points, yeah. He's going to tell you he does. I don't think that's probably actually true.
I think when it comes to three-pointers, we're not looking for style just yet. We just want to start making them.
Exactly. Results is all we care about.
There is no column on the stat sheet for banked threes. It's just threes counted to three. You
can see again, Rockford's committed to preventing that entry pass to Hillman. They've got 2 guys in front of him and 1 guy behind him to start this game. This stuff on the lane full of bodies. Taylor here.
Warriors looking to set up the offense. Grogan's got it, dribble center point. Ball is swung down to Westby in the right corner. And they reset. Good defense so far from the Saints. Good block
by Hill. His first block of the night. He's got 28 on the season, excuse me.
Holy moly.
Needs just 33 to set the school record. Remster for 3. No good.
Is that career record, season record?
The career record
okay.
is 171, and Hillman needs 33 more this season to get that.
Turnover going the other way.
Ooh, that's what you call goaltending, gentlemen.
I
cannot touch the ball when it's on the iron, correct?
You can't get your
gotta
fingers
be
in the cylinder. I think it was clean. It looked like you just tipped it.
Doesn't the ball have to come out of the cylinder? You can't touch the ball if it's in the cylinder?
That's what I thought, yeah. It looked to me like it was and it was going in either way. But
I clipped it. We'll take a look.
We'll take a look.
Yeah. Here we are talking like we know when we got the replay.
No.
Powers muscles it away, gets fouled on the shot. He'll go to the line for
Good,
2.
strong move by Drew Powers. That's what he needs to do. Be strong with that thing. Take it up.
Yep.
Now go
Draw
bury
the
2 free
contact.
throws.
Let's take a quick look at that if you guys want to see that.
Hunter Westby with his
There,
second.
you got a bigger screen over there. I guess going here too. So ball up.
Yeah, that was still hanging on the rim.
Did he touch it? I wonder if he touched it right.
Yeah, he touched it.
Okay. I was trying to get back to the free throw here. And
Powers misses the first. Second one won't go. Rebound, Renke.
Less than 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Boys JV, Rockford versus Saints. Saints up 3-2.
Neither team off to a blazing hot start, I would say, but
taken away by Hillman.
Saints have a chance here to extend their 1-point lead. Schwiesow sets up at the point, over to Beelan, and the wing for 3 doesn't go. Rebounded Powers. Hillman dishes to Beelan inside, kicks it back out to Schwiesow. 3 seconds in the lane, and going the other way. And there goes our favorite chant again. You can't do that.
That one gets under Duke Scoop's skin, mine too.
So I got to tell you, right now I'm hearing a little more noise from the Rockford students than I am the Saint students who are.
Good defense by Remster. Gets Taylor up. Nowhere to go, but gets bailed out by a teammate.
I'm sure our group of kids are just getting ready to light it up.
They're just getting ready. Remster pokes it away, but it is off a Warrior. Saints ball. Good defense by Remster, just to know how much can I get by with there to rip that thing away from you.
If you're on defense, good things happen when you knock the ball loose, typically.
Rockford's got a little press going here. 2-2-1, is that what this thing is? Saints do a good job of
paying attention
breaking it. Remster for 3, cash it.
Got it. Cash it. I like it. He shoots, he scores.
Cash it? Is that what
Cash
I heard?
it.
Cash it.
Cash it.
The young guys use money. I'm using cash
Money.
it. That's the new one tonight. We're trying out. We'll see how it grows on us. Rebound, Hillman.
It'll be the last game of the season, and Joel will be workshopping 3 calls.
That's right.
I
We'll
hope.
still be working them. You don't want to settle on one too early. Hillman thinks about a 3. He buried one of those Friday night.
Long one on the way.
Cash it. Tyke Remster, back-to-back 3-pointers, and the Saints lead this thing 9-2.
I like how the 3-pointers seem to be working here for the Saints already.
We called for it. We asked for it. Nay, we demanded it, and it's happening.
So 9 points from the Saints. 100% of those are 3s. Is this right? Could this
That would be
true?
correct. Schwiesow got the lid off early with that banked-in, called bank, by the way. I heard it.
Yep.
Banked-in 3-pointer. And the Saints have 3 made 3s, just like Saints TV requested. And it is 9-2 Saints.
It seems like tomfoolery, people, but it's the real deal. It's raining 3s here in Saint Ansgar, Iowa.
Hallelujah. It's raining 3.
Klein, Clevenger check in for the Saints. And Powers back in as well. This is Groven, who's been quiet, nearly going. Inside to Hoffman, to Byam, and out of bounds off of him. Go back over to the Saints. They look to build on their 7-point lead with 2:50 to go in the first quarter.
I'd say keep shooting, boys. It's been working so far.
He's got to call travel on that guy. They do. He lost it, got it again, needed to bounce it once, right? And then that spin move works. Yeah, really good.
Just not enough dribbles.
Yep.
Little spin move inside, a little ballet dancer.
Good shot there by Groven.
A ballet dancer.
He's got his first bucket of the night.
Saints doing a good job breaking the press. Bremster's got it at the point. Klein from the corner, and he breaks the streak for the Saints, but good look nonetheless. And we have
he steps on the out of bounds line.
Yeah, Groven turns it over, heading the other way. Seniors averaging 17.9 points per game. So far, so good for the Saints. I don't think he's got 4 points.
Groven does. Yep,
Yes.
he's got 2.
He's got both of the Warriors' buckets so far, but if you can hold them under what they're typically averaging, that's usually spells good things for the Saints.
Good
Bremster
pass.
inside, little floater. Doesn't go.
Klein with the nice pass inside, just can't get her to fall for Remster.
Oh,
takes an odd bounce, but the Saints
I
corral the
don't know
rebound.
what that bounced off of.
Remster gets it reeled in.
Someone take it off the face on that one?
I
What
wonder,
was that?
yeah. Schwiesel's at the scorer's table to check in. Bieland will join him. 3, no good from Remster.
Remster wanted to keep that streak
He
of
did. He's
road.
feeling it. He's got 2 made free throws or 2 made 3-pointers. I like the shot.
I do too.
Travels the
And
call
another
on Taylor.
travel.
It saved you a block there, Taylor, so you'd be all right.
That saved Hillman a block.
Right.
He's got 30-something to get the record.
You're right. That's right. He needs them. 171 career blocks is the record.
That's a lot of rejections.
Kurt Koschmieder, I believe, is the record holder that Hunter Hillman's chasing.
A lot of rejections, like me trying to find a date for prom.
No foul called there either way, which I like. Gonna let that go.
I do too.
Uh-oh, another turnover. Some sloppy basketball going here. And the Warriors have used that to their advantage and dribbles off their foot. That was by him, going the other way to the Saints. Kind of been a long quarter, it feels like.
Yeah.
To have a 9-6 game.
Yeah, it does. You're right.
Almost there, Duke. You're less than a minute remaining here in the first. Saints up by 3.
Rockford in a 2-2-1 press. Saints have been doing a good job breaking it.
A little strong
Except for lately.
there. Bieland can't handle the Schwiesel pass. Goes out of bounds. 1 second differential, second and a half differential on the shot clock. We'll see what Rockford chooses to do here. They're going to push and get a shot off. No good.
Get their own rebound, though. Byam's got it. Out to Taylor. Taylor shoots in the lane. Floater is good. 1-point game. 15 seconds left in the first quarter. And Remster with another lazy pass. Gives it off to Taylor, who makes it a 10-9 lead for the Warriors. Remster shoots for 3. Doesn't go.
They do not get that last shot off, so it'll stay 10-9 Rockford lead at the end of 1.
Well, the Saints had jumped out to what felt like a comfortable 9-2 lead. Things were nice and easy going, and then a flurry of bad mistakes coupled by Rockford taking advantage of those mistakes makes it a 10-9 lead at the end of 1.
So that would be an 8-0 run, I believe, for Rockford.
Yeah, now what we wanted there at the end of the quarter. I want to take this opportunity to thank Farmer State Bank and Grain Millers due to the incredible generosity of these two companies. Our Saint Ansgar students are able to attend all home games absolutely free of charge. Thanks, Farmer State Bank and Grain Millers. And if you're sitting at home watching this game, you probably already know that we partner with Give Butter to handle our donations. Obviously, it costs money to be at these games, and it costs money to stream these games. So please consider donating to Saints TV. 100% of your donation goes right back to Saint Ansgar School. Nope, Duke does not get any of it. Not your average Joe does not get any of it, and I don't get any of it. It all goes right back to school. So it's a contribution for a very good cause. If you're online, that's givebutter.com/SaintsFan.
Back to your starting 5 for the Saints. Again, if you're just joining us, Carson Sparrow out with an injury tonight. Poked away by Remster.
Good hands.
Yeah, it's time to get the momentum back in this one. You said 8-0 run. Is that what I heard you say, Joe?
Correct. They dare Suisau to take it.
Says, I'll take that. Doesn't go.
Just a nice pass.
Job.
That's
Suisau with the nice assist on that.
That's one way we can get the ball inside, right?
Yeah.
And to some extent, I'm kind of serious because we're going to out-rebound them inside a nice high-arcing three-pointer that bounces around on the rim and goes out is going to go to Hillman.
Yes, and our
and I understand that's not a strategy, but you get my point.
Our boys need to hang around on those three-point shots instead of running the other direction as soon as it goes up. And I think you're right. There's a chance for a rebound and points.
Crash the boards, I believe, is the industry term.
Press the boards.
Nice jumper
inside
there. That's
by Grovin.
Pretty. I can see how he's getting 18 tonight.
Saints get it inside to Hillman smartly, gets it over. Remster's got it left point to Beelan in the corner. He shoots. Doesn't go. Right idea. They're going to give it to you. Keep firing away.
They're listening to you, Joe.
Daring our shooters to shoot, or our outside guys who, you look at their stats, I understand why. They're daring them to shoot.
Yep.
Now we got to make it hurt. It's going to have to make one. Play good defense on the other end. And
yeah, with Hillman inside, I can't see them lightening up the defense on the inside. And if they do, there should be points for number 22.
Hillman gets his second foul.
Got to be careful. Rest of this quarter.
They're going to leave him on the court, which I like. With Carson out, obviously our depth is not what it normally is.
Yeah, and he brings some of that three-point shooting, too.
Suisau with a rebound on the missed three-pointer. Just deny inside. Remster for three. Cash it. He's got 9.
Get a little stare down to Grovin as he walks back from that three.
Remster's got a little swagger to him. There's
Yeah.
no doubt about it. He's got a little
chip on his shoulder.
Little chip to him.
Grovin drives inside. Good pass. Swatted away by Hillman.
Second
One
block
more
of the night.
closer to 171. Remster takes another three.
Remster's going to, I think he's thinking about a record tonight.
He likes
He's
the
tired of
cash
you
it call,
guys.
I think. He needs just 4 more to tie the record, 5 to break it. And we got 3 quarters of basketball to go.
Yes, we do. Keep shooting, little fella. I say little because he's littler than me.
I see what you do there, yeah.
Gets it to Hillman.
Get it to Remster. What do I know but to get it to Remster?
Yeah.
Suisau takes his turn. Won't go.
I was ready for the cash it call.
Yep.
I was warming
Fire
it
away,
up.
boys.
I was warming it up.
Ooh. Good move inside by Byam. Finds the rim. Nice through the lane.
Take this to a 1-point game.
Saints got numbers. Hillman pulls it up smartly. Gets it over to Remster. He wants it.
He thought about it.
Thought about it for a second. Gets it tipped around. Another turnover going to the Rockford Warriors.
And a foul on Remster.
Hoffman, the junior, earns a trip to the free throw line.
Just the first for Remster. 3rd of the quarter already for the Saints.
And cue our favorite chant.
Timeout Saints.
Cue the favorite chant. 4:37 remaining here in the second quarter of the 3rd game of our triple header. Saints boys varsity up 17-16 over Rockford. And I can't believe it, guys. We haven't heard from Joel Carlson this entire game. I'm sure he's on the edge of his seat right now as he watches, but we haven't heard from him since the JV game.
Tyke Remster has 12, all on three-pointers to start this one. And thank goodness for that, because offensively, the Saints have not got much else going. They can't get the ball inside to Hillman. Hillman's only points came on a missed Remster three-pointer where he got the rebound and put it back up and in. This is Hoffman. He'll shoot 2. Misses the first.
Remster 4 for 6. Is that accurate? Feel like he's missed 2 and made 4.
I think that sounds right.
We'll go with that.
We're going with it. It's official. Rebound and a 3 for Rockford. No good. Rebounded by Suisau. Derek Heeman to the scorer's table for his first varsity action in a game that wasn't already over.
Like to see that. Oh, good drive inside by Beelan. Did you teach him that?
Yep. So
Yeah.
if you can't make the 3, then you got to do that. And he's
listening to you.
I'm just kidding. I didn't teach him a thing about basketball. I taught him a lot about wrestling, and you
Steal
see
and
how
go
well
the other
that
way.
did.
Drew Powers takes to the rack, doesn't finish. And Groven's got the rebound. Warriors clear it out.
19-16. Saints lead. Got to cover this guy. He's really good shooter, really effective tonight with that drive and then the short floater. Offensive
charge
foul.
going the other way. And who else drawing the charge but Mr. Jay Suisau?
Jace is a master.
He's over 200
drawing
now.
that charge.
Fouls forced.
200 fouls forced on a charge.
Heeman checks in.
That's what they be saying.
Derek Heeman has been a beast in these JV games. They give him an opportunity here at Varsity. Love it.
I do too. I've been wanting to see here when it really, really matters.
With Hunter in foul trouble.
Little 15-foot jumper, doesn't go, gets his own rebound, takes it inside, and
Puts
one.
it in.
Already showing his worth.
Derek Heeman makes an immediate impact. He'll go to the line to make it a 3-point play here.
That's the thing that I've noticed about Heeman when he plays. If he misses the first shot, he's grabbing his own rebound most of the time and getting another shot off for the point.
Just padding his stats.
Just padding his stats.
This is the free throw. Needs to pad that stat a little better.
Groven shot won't go. Rebound.
Beeland gets it out to Suisau. Remster thinks about it. Dribbles to the left wing, inside to Suisau, short corner. Pass inside to Beelan. Nice little look there for Beelan. The floater doesn't go, and who else but Heeman with the rebound?
Yep.
Remster in the corner, dribbles left baseline. Pass inside to Heeman, and we got a foul on the floor.
Derek Heeman playing like a man possessed off the bench, making the most of his opportunity.
Drawn 2 fouls, got a bucket already, 2 rebounds.
Tight with the foul, his first.
Coach ain't going to be able to take him out if he keeps playing like this.
That's right. We'll take it.
Joel Carlson chiming in. He's still here, he says. Wow.
Remster gets high by him off his feet and then goes through him to force a foul.
That'll be the 5th foul on the Warriors, which sends Remster the charity stripe.
His first chance to make a not 3-pointer tonight.
See if he can make him from this close.
It's just so close, Coach. Can I back up?
First one's good.
I do believe you have that whole half circle to take your shot. So you could back up if you really wanted to, put his heels on the 3-point line.
Powers and Klein in for the Saints.
He couldn't go behind it? He couldn't go to half court for these if he was comfortable there?
I don't believe so. I think you have that little half circle.
Misses the second, does Remster. Turnover, Rockford.
The momentum has swung back the Saints' way
for sure.
In the second quarter, I would surmise.
Now you take advantage and go build this thing before before halftime here. Stretch the lead out.
It's an interesting 5 we have on the floor. I don't think we've seen this.
This would be a new 5 we've seen. 3-second call, is that what that was?
Yep. Clevenger was doing a lot of work inside, running around, but that work wasn't getting him out of the paint.
You needed to get both feet out at once, huh?
Yep.
Groven shot is altered by Heeman. The second one is too.
Look at those 2 blocks for Heeman there.
And Powers gets the rebound.
Saints doing a good job defensively as of late.
Tough pass there, tipped out of bounds. A little too much fire on that one.
Yep. Don't think that was open either. Kind of a forced pass, doesn't connect.
Groven. Offensive foul. Going to get 10, I believe, on Heeman. Those guys were bumping down low. And they do. They get Hunter Westby for his third foul.
Should that send them to the line?
And the Saints should shoot 2 here. Let's see if offensive fouls don't count? Question mark, I'm asking.
Do they not?
Why are we not shooting?
Yep.
I don't know.
I can't imagine.
I thought it was every common foul.
Three referees and the coaches
All
on our
missed
side
it?
didn't see that. I'm with you.
We'll get clarification on that.
Yeah.
We don't pretend to know all the rules. All right.
Great save. Didn't see it on screen, but Remster.
Hoffman dribbles it off his foot and out of bounds to return the favor. Saints get it back, catch a break there.
Well, was it? Oh, because they don't add. They just leave it
I
at
know
5.
they don't. Yeah.
So it should be 6 fouls, but it just says 5.
Yep. We covered that one of the earlier games that once it
can't
hits 5,
remember.
they don't actually increase
Joel
it beyond
Carlson,
that.
where are you at?
Oh,
Yep.
that's what he says. Offensive fouls do not result in free throws.
No matter what.
Apparently.
Interesting. I wasn't sure with the new set of rules if that changed also.
Here we are twiddling our thumbs trying to think about it, and Joel's got the answer in the chat.
Joel's got the answer. Good defense by the Saints to get back. Remster gets called for the ticky-tack underneath.
Yeah.
That's his second. Grove's free throw's good. He has one more coming. He's got 7 on the night. Second one's good as well. He's got 8 of their 18. Does Groven. Powers drives. Dishes to Schwiesau. Thinks about it. Instead, passes it out. They have
Remster pump fakes.
Yeah, they've done a good job of covering him up. Inside to Hillman, and he's fouled. He'll shoot 2. Get the ball inside to Hunter and let him create that. I know he's got 3 guys on him, but good things will happen just like that when we do that effectively. That's Taylor's first.
Hillman short on the first attempt.
Makes the second. Hillman's got 3. No foul call on that one. The Rockford crowd wanted it. I think a good no call, obviously. It's my job to think that's a good no call.
Obviously, it is your job.
Byam is hot, and he buries the 3 with a hand in his face. Kick is going to be the call. Powers, good-looking pass inside. Is going to find Beeland wide open on the other side, but they kick it on the way through, so the Saints have to start over. 6-second differential from shot clock to game clock. Remster for the short shot, won't go. That's a 2, does not go.
Rebound
But he gets his own
inside.
rebound, and that one does. And Rockford's tied this thing with 11
just
seconds
like
to
that,
go.
the momentum is swung again. Heeman's got it to Beeland, back to Remster. Schwiesau thinks about a 3 dribble drive. Doesn't go.
Ooh.
The shot clock there took a
It did.
bullet.
That'll do it in the first half. Saints and Warriors tied at 23.
We'll take a short break here, a commercial break. We'll be coming back here with some stats. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Box K Beef, premium wholesale beef. From our place to your plate.
Cast brought to you in part by Gordy's Repair in Stacyville, Iowa.
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it. Contact Agent Brian Putney with offices in Saint Ansgar and Stacyville, Iowa.
Our 124,000 square foot facility houses the latest in design, manufacturing, and finishing technology. And most importantly, it is home to a dedicated group of team members committed to providing the best products and services for our customers.
We have a lot of honest, hardworking employees working together to create the best product and get it to our customers in the most time-efficient manner to keep the ag industry moving.
I would say that the key for Wold's success is truly in our employees and the fact that they care so much and are so passionate about the wheel that they build or the wheel that they ship out.
Our advanced powder coating process provides a durable, uniform, and protective surface and is available in a variety of colors. Powder coating is the fastest growing finishing technology in America and is friendly to the environment.
It's top-notch equipment that we use. We use all nice GEMA spray equipment, guns. I mean, they're top of the line, and it just makes everything easier when you have good tools and to work with.
Most of our welding is still done by hand, but our robotic welder is designed for unprecedented speed and precision and completely automates the handling and welding of component parts. CNC machines provide highly advanced automation and extremely accurate creation of parts and are utilized on both large and small orders.
We often give tours to outsiders that come in and they're just amazed at how clean our facility is, and I have to give the kudos to our employees for caring about the space that we've given them to work in. They take a lot of pride in it.
There's been a lot of longtime employees at Wold's, and I think the customers know that and they can see it and realize it, and I feel like that's why they keep coming back, and they know they're going to get a good product.
At Wool Rim and Wheel, customer loyalty, innovation, operational excellence, product quality, and leadership drive our mission to provide the best rims and wheels for off-road, ag, and construction equipment.
Agronomy, we embrace a holistic approach to crop production, focusing on soil, seed, and plant health. K2 Agronomy, helping our customers to achieve the maximum return on their investment.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by Canine Cabin Kenneling and Pet Services in Stacyville, Iowa.
Focus Insurance Team's experienced agents understand the unique risks and needs of the agricultural community. They offer competitive rates and comprehensive coverage to protect your farm, equipment, crops, and livestock. Choose Focus Insurance for reliable service, market expertise, and peace of mind.
Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by Prairie Lakes Church in Osage. Services are every Sunday at 9 and 10:30 a.m.
You're looking for a great place to watch the game? Try CB Brandt's Pub and Grill in Saint Ansgar. Want to see today's specials? Facebook search CB Brandt's Pub and Grill. 1,000 followers, can't possibly be wrong.
All right, folks. You think this song will get picked up by YouTube and with a copyright infringement?
If Duke sings it, we definitely will.
There it began.
Back here at half, tied at 23. Halftime couldn't have come at a better time for the Saints, as Rockford had all of the momentum there to end the first half.
Yeah, for sure.
We see this type of streakiness a lot, don't we, guys? It was like
Yeah, 8-0 run, and then you give up an 11-0 run.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More streaks than a dirty pair of underwear.
Where's the beat button? No, we're still rated.
Yeah.
Get your point graphic. We want to throw that up while we talk?
Yep. Here's what we got so far. Remster's kind of shown the way for the Saints, kept him in this game. He's got 13 of the Saints' 23 points. And it's
on the strength of 4 made three-pointers.
Yep, 4 made three-pointers. And then Sweesaw bagged in a 3. Hillman's got a free throw and a deuce underneath. Heeman had a chance at a 3-point play, missed the free throw, and Beelan's got a really nice post move inside earlier in the game, and that's all we got so far.
Yeah, so not a lot of scoring outside of Remster's hot hand from three-point land. I assume he'll try a couple more of those here in the second half. But the Saints have got to get the Hunter Hillman going inside. The Warriors have committed to just not letting him have the basketball. Deny, and it has worked. I assume there are some feverish adjustments going on, or were, in the locker room to try to change that here in the second half. Let's talk about Hunter Hillman. Speaking of Mr. Hillman, on Friday night, that last bucket from Hunter Hillman crossed a little milestone for Mr. Hillman. That was his 500th and 501st point as the Saint Ansgar Saints. So career points, he crossed the 500 mark. Congratulations, Hunter. Can't wait to see you get to 600 here in a few weeks, and the Saints go the way Hunter Hillman goes offensively. Generally, there's a reason his stat line looks like it does, and they'll need him going here in the second half to add to that number.
Yeah, 32. Well, he's the 32nd. 31 other players, by my math, have crossed the 500 threshold in Saints basketball history.
That's awesome. And we've got stats going back a long way, right?
Yep, long way. And so that's a pretty exclusive club. Congrats to Hillman on that. Still got plenty of season left to climb even higher on the all-time ladder for points scored. And he's scoring at a 15.9 points per game clip coming into this game. I'm going to have to get a few more buckets in the second half here to get back to that average. It's kind of had a quiet first half, as we were talking about. But
if you guys want some good news?
Yes, please.
Hillman tends to have a quiet half and
then a monster.
Half.
Yep.
So I don't want to jinx anything. I don't think anything I say is going to jinx it. But
I like to say it might, but I think you're right. It probably doesn't.
Can't keep them down for long.
No, they go into halftime, they adjust, and it seems like either he's hot-handed first half or second half. Have we seen a game yet where he's been hot the whole game? I think that would be a 40-point game, and I don't know if I've seen that.
Yeah, I can't wait, because it's going to be a fun one.
It would be unfair if you were hot the whole game, I feel.
Yeah.
Saints look to get him the basketball underneath here and see if he can't get going in the second half. Tie game here. We said these teams on paper, stat-wise, were pretty closely matched, and it sure has played out that way in the first half.
Can't get any more closer than a tie game.
I guess you're right.
Well, it looks like our team is swishing through a bunch of threes in the warm-ups here before the second half. Hopefully that carries over into play. Which starts in 35 seconds.
35 seconds. So the Saints will start with the basketball, I believe, here to start the second half.
Here's a graphic we didn't get to talk about. We talked about it, but we didn't really show it. Conference standings thus far. On the TIC East, Saint Ansgar fell to 3-2 in the conference after losing at West Fork last Friday. Rockford is 2-4. Saints are tied with Newman Catholic at 3-2. Those two squads will play after the holiday break.
Look through their stat line. If you want to look for something to do over the next couple of weeks without basketball, go Varsity Bound and look up Newman stats. They have a bunch of freshmen leading them.
Wow.
So they got a lot of young guys contributing in a big way. It'll be interesting to see how that one It'll be a fun game. They've played good basketball early in the season. Back to the starting 5 for the Saints. If you're just joining us, Sparrow is out tonight with an injury. Hillman for 3, no good. Rebounded by the star of the first half for the Warriors, Byam. He's got 11 points and about as many rebounds.
Yeah, he's been great for the Warriors so far.
Rebound, Hillman on the missed shot. Saints look to set her up again.
Powers in the corner, hands off to Suisaw, dribbles up to the left wing. Hillman gets it in the corner, drives baseline, nothing doing. Beeland gets it out to the point, back to Beeland, over to Remster, right wing, dribbles to the center, loses it off his foot for a second, and back out to Hillman.
So tell me about positioning here. Hillman is playing in that wing spot right now?
That's what it was on that possession. I'm not sure if that was
just a rotation
out of necessity
and
or out of that's what the coach wants him to do. I don't know.
Byam blocked by Hillman, his 3rd block of the night.
Suisaw brings it up to the right corner. Yeah, they are playing Hillman out. Interesting.
Just trying to change it up here.
Yeah, they're playing a 4 out, 1 in offense. Hillman drives and he
there
gets
you go.
The bucket.
I like that play. I see Powers slide out of that, make room for Hillman to slide and just kiss it off the
get
glass.
out of the way.
And put the points up.
Interesting. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah. And that's a good way, too, to get Hillman touches because he hasn't really touched the ball a whole lot in this game, it feels like. Ooh.
Hillman picks up his 3rd foul. Give it to Beeland. Give it to Beeland. Come on, Alex. Gives it to Powers. That'll work, too. Powers instead of Hillman. Been Hillman's 3rd. That's why I was cheering against the Hillman foul there.
Well, Hillman got up and started walking down like it was going to be an offensive charge, which if it would have been on him, I think would have been correct. But they called the foul on somebody else.
Yep.
Free throw short.
2 Saints sky for it. Hillman ends up on the
a battle in the atmosphere for that one.
Powers says, "I got you, bud." Powers with the rebound.
We promise you updates on the Osage game. The boys haven't started yet. The girls are still playing.
Uh-oh. Lazy pass by Hillman gets picked off going the other way.
Oh, my goodness. Hillman picks up his 3rd foul.
Not sure about that one.
And Taylor will go to the line to shoot 2. I just said, oh, my goodness. I'm not offering any opinion beyond that. We'll get to see it here in the replay here in a minute.
Well, the ref called him with the body.
He did. Taylor makes the 1st.
I think Sparrow's queuing up the replay here.
And the 2nd. He's got 6.
They bring the ball up the court here. Here's that replay of that. I just don't. Thank you, Travis. Yeah, I don't see that.
On this end, Remster gets it to Suisaw. Coaches ask him to work it, pass it around here.
Remster shoots. Doesn't go.
Off the front of the iron, rebound Rockford.
Rockford looking to push. Kind of what they've been doing all night, trying to get the ball up quick before the Saints can get set in their defense. Pass inside, doesn't go. Beeland with the rebound. Powers clears
Deflected
it out.
nicely by Hillman there. Changed that play.
They got that long reach.
Man, he's got some arms.
Inside to Hillman again. Jump shot
He's
on the way.
fouled.
And draws a foul.
Looks like they got Hoffman for the foul. First for Rockford of this quarter. Saints have 2 already. Makes the 1st.
Second one, up and good.
7 points for Hillman. After having just 3 in the first half, he's got 4 in the first 2 minutes or 3 minutes of the second half. Looks like a focus for Hillman's been to let's let him catch it outside the paint and then go into the paint with it. Fouls called. Believe they'll get Powers. They do. And the third foul of the quarter for the Saints already. 5 minutes to go in the quarter.
Yep. Got to be careful here.
Damn.
He's been the playmaker tonight for the Warriors so far.
Can't leave him open. He'll take that three. Good help
drive
by Hillman.
Great rebound by Powers on that.
He's got quite a few rebounds this game. Remster gets it off to Beelan on the left wing, inside to Powers. Kicks it out to Hillman. He shoots. He's got it.
Cash it.
Cash it.
Cash it.
Hillman has 10.
We've been waiting to say that so long.
Steal by Powers.
Okay, slow her down.
One-on-one here. Oh. He tried to dunk it.
I think
Didn't
that
go.
looked like maybe an attempted dunk.
And a shot by
Bodies all over the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Shot misses everything, goes out of bounds. Saints ball.
And Shwesaw tripped over him as Groven had fallen after shooting that.
4-point Saints lead. And a ball. So Rockford puts the press on. Seems like every time the Saints stretch it out a little bit, they slap the press back on. Pass is tipped off of, I was going to say, the referees confer, get it right. That's off a Warrior. It'll be Saints basketball.
30 seconds on the shot clock. Shot clock really hasn't been a factor in this game. It's kind of been quick up and down. Shwesaw for three.
Got it.
He's got it.
Cashed it.
Shwesaw has 6, and that's what we need. They're going to leave you wide open, dare you to shoot it. Shoot it and make it. Make it hurt.
Well, I like our three-point percentage a whole lot better tonight. It seemed like these guys maybe been working on something.
Travel.
There's a travel.
Taylor found a wet spot on the floor. He travels.
Yep.
And that's where all the bodies were last time. There may be a little residual sweat.
That would make sense.
It seems like every team we've played throws a 2-3 zone at us.
Yep.
And, you know, one of the ways we've talked about is breaking that 2-3 zone, is getting the ball to the middle and then distributing from there. But the best way is to shoot your way out of it. And so far, the Saints have made quite a few threes. Hillman taking another. Doesn't quite go.
And Rockford took the press off that time. They'd seen enough. Klein with the hustle play, tips it out of bounds. Stay with the Warriors. Good play by Tyson to get that thing knocked away. That foot speed, the closing speed that Klein has, the difference in that one. Clevenger's in, Shwesaw, Remster, Klein, and Hillman. Hillman rebound.
Great rebound by Hillman on that one.
Hillman drives inside, puts it up, and gets fouled.
That'll be the second team foul this quarter for Rockford. His 4th foul on Hunter Westby.
Hunter Westby with 4. Hillman makes the first.
Tickles the twine. Nothing but nylon.
His 11th of the night. And now 12. We said we needed to get Hunter Hillman going. He obliges. He has 9 in the third quarter.
We talked about that. Usually he's good for one great half if he's had a bad one. And he had a bad one. He's come out and he's having a good half so far.
Yep. Heck of a bounce back. Hillman.
He's looking to push. Gets it up to Shwesaw. Quick pass doesn't. Kind of ahead of him. Out for open 3 from Remster, and it's gone.
Cash it.
Cash it.
That is 5 made 3-pointers for Tyke Remster. He's got 16.
And in a flash, the Saints are up by 12 here.
Yeah, that was quick.
That happened
work.
very quickly. It was.
Saints are biting on passes now. Got a little out of position there. Gave up an easy drive and bucket there for the Warriors. Good job by them to take advantage. Remster thinks about a long 3. Joe knocks his chair down.
8.
Hillman gets it inside, puts the rebound
Who's got
back.
what for points? Is it 10?
Hillman's got 14.
Who are you looking for?
Hillman, 14. And had 3 at the half.
Yeah.
Remster 16, Hillman 14. Jace we saw with 6.
And there's still 2 minutes, 15 seconds to go in this quarter. And Hillman has taken over with 11 points. So that strategy change, at least to start the third quarter here, of, all right, we're going to get Hillman some touches outside the paint to try to get him going, and he can go create his shot. He's done exactly that.
He's taken a couple threes. He's driven downhill, got some buckets at the rim doing it that way.
Yep.
And, you know, a lot of what basketball is getting the ball into your playmaker's hands. And if you're not finding good touches inside, move him out. And he's got the skill to work from out there, and we've seen that to good effect here in the third quarter.
It's a great strategy, and I love moving him out there. I'd say the really important thing is he's taking a three-point shot out there, right? So he's not afraid to. Even better, when he made that first one, he's like, oh my gosh, now like how do you defend that?
Yeah.
However, when he misses it, you don't have Hillman under the hoop for the rebound, but I think it's a great strategy.
And if I'm guessing, I think Squire is content to play the numbers game with the three-point shooting, even though we haven't seen the best performance from our boys this year from behind the arc. Oh, Clevenger just about gets a steal there. But if they keep giving you that shot, and you keep shooting, even if you're only shooting 20%, if you make enough of them, you're going to come out ahead anyway. So, and we've seen that kind of come full circle here in the third quarter.
You know how it is in games when you're hot.
Nice jumper.
You just got to keep that rolling, don't you? When you're hot in games.
Hillman and Remster both have 16.
I wouldn't say we've been hot in this game. Remster's shown streaks of getting hot with those threes that he's made. Klein, nice drive inside and puts it up for
Tyson
two.
Klein.
And see, we make a couple threes, it spreads the defense out, and they're playing a little closer on the perimeter. Gives room for Klein to drive in for a bucket on that one.
Groven's got 12, 13. I missed one somewhere. Oh, that's right, he made a free throw.
Pass inside to Hillman, good pass to Clevenger, goes up, easy two.
Joe Clevenger, his first bucket. Klein and Clevenger both making an impact here.
And at this point in the game, the Saints are happy to trade buckets, being up 14.
Just keep that 14-point lead, and we'll go back and forth, absolutely. Get healthy shot-wise. By him, he had 11 in the first half. That's his first points of the second.
Saints will look to probably hold the shot clock here. 3-second differential.
Foul's going to be called on Taylor. Just a second on Rockford at the half.
Third of this quarter.
Third of the quarter.
This quarter.
That's his second. So after good minutes from Klein and Clevenger, they take a seat. Hillman's going to get a breather the last 30 seconds of the quarter here.
Powers got it in the corner, drives baseline jumper on the way, and it's good.
Good job by Drew to make that thing.
Take the open shot.
Create your own open shot.
Make them regret leaving you open.
Beelan with the rebound on the Taylor bad pass, though. And Heeman's going to foul Taylor. He'll go to the line for two. When it's not your night, it's not your night.
That one goes against Maxwell Beelan.
Oh, I called it. I thought it was Heeman that got that.
Well,
foul.
I thought so too, but it's 21 on the board. So
That's happened a couple times where like the obvious person who would have gotten the call was.
yeah, it seemed like that was 100% Heeman's foul, didn't it? And when I saw the ref do this, I was like, what? Sure enough, on the board, it's 21.
Makes them both. Another bad pass.
Is that a shot?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Doesn't go.
Great clock awareness. Shot doesn't go. Saints are up 48-36 here.
12-point lead.
As we start the fourth quarter. Now, I don't know what the lead was start of second. When was it?
It was tied at half, 23 all.
23 all, yes. I'm actually already confusing the games because that JV game was kind of the same deal. We went on a run. We took a big lead.
Yep.
And they came back to make a pretty close game of that.
Yep, pretty good quarter by the Saints. They scored 25 in that quarter. and hold Rockford to just 13. That's how you get to 12, gentlemen. That's Mitchell County math right there.
Mitchell County
That's
math.
some of the best math anywhere.
There's
Mitchell County math.
Some of your points leaders. Oops, I forgot to add.
We can do this on the fly.
Klein had a bucket.
Klein had a bucket. Clevenger had a bucket.
Oh, yeah. Klein and Clev.
8 guys with points for the Saints. All 8 that have seen minutes have points.
There we go. Got the
So
graphic
we'll bring you the
updated,
graphic
but it's
here quick.
yeah.
We'll come back to that.
Thanks,
We'll
Klein
come
and
back to that.
Clevenger, for your contributions to the point total.
Making Duke's job very difficult.
Yes.
Great rebound by Powers.
He skies for the rebound.
He did sky for that one.
He's going to bump his head on the roof if he jumps any higher.
Man, he's an athlete, isn't he?
Schwesaw gets it off to Powers at the point. He drives in. Layup doesn't go, catches it out of bounds, and that's not where you want to be with the basketball.
All right, here we'll take this moment here as they're bringing the ball up the court. No pressure. Oops, you got an extra digit on there.
Oh, I got my, sorry.
It's all right.
I wasn't ready for that one, Eric, sorry.
Oh, I thought you were ready. I thought you were loaded for it.
Oh,
Sorry
no,
about
my
that.
not my bad.
I didn't communicate.
Saints ball on the jump ball after the ball rolls around in the paint for about 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Nobody could stick a fork in it. Hillman was coming away with it, but they called a jump ball on his way out.
Schwesaw dribbles into the paint. 10-foot jumper on the way, doesn't go. Rebound inside Powers, puts it back up. Nice strong rebound and finish. Good job by the senior. Got his 4th point of the night.
Leads back to 14.
3 on the way for Byam, doesn't go.
Foul.
Offensive foul.
Yep.
Powers
That's
always
on.
a force defensively. Great to see him have some offensive success on those. Who's that against?
That's
number 1.
on Groven, and that's his 3rd. Rockford gets some subs in. Westby's back in. Number 10's got 4 fouls. Good feed from Beeland to Schwesaw.
Little floater by Schwesaw coming from the short corner. Nice
Schwesaw
play.
makes it pay off. He's got 8.
Taylor's got it left wing, gets down to the corner. Back to Taylor. Warriors swing it around to Grove, and he shoots the 3, doesn't go. Rebound inside by Schwesaw. Powers is up by himself, but can't get Schwesaw's attention. And they slow it down.
Unless that's open.
Except Hillman can't finish at the rim. Good look, though. Nice job. And
Hillman with another block.
2-on-1 for the Saints. Remster gets it up to Powers, is deflected.
Beeland to go to the line, shoot 2.
A lot of.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
Keep singing that song.
Beeland went down pretty hard on that one.
They initially called he was shooting 2, but now they decided he wasn't shooting, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that was. Hillman's got it inside. Quick move. Just about gets taken away. Rips it out, gives it to Powers. Gets it to Beeland in the corner. Back to Remster at the point. Beeland dribbles with left elbow.
Thought about that pass to Schwesaw again, but it was well covered, so he thought better.
Remster resets. Beeland left wing. Try it again. Back to the left elbow. Hands off to Schwesaw. To the right elbow. Dribble drive. Doesn't go. And Hillman
New
with the
shot
rebound.
clock.
New shot clock. Use it wisely, boys. And that wasn't quite it, but Powers with the attempt there inside. Doesn't go. And he gets the steal going the other way. Can't quite be saved by Hillman. Falling out of bounds. And
flying all over the place tonight. These guys are playing hard, giving it everything they got.
Can't keep track.
They are.
Saints have their biggest lead of the night at 16.
Just over 5 minutes remaining here in the game. Everybody probably needs a little breather after all of that.
Yeah, I think we need a breather up here, too.
Wild couple of minutes here.
Playing roller derby instead of basketball.
It has benefited the Saints. That doesn't usually work that way, but the style of play is working tonight. Hillman with another rebound. My secret stat keeper is not available this evening, so I'm not going to have rebound stats. We're just going to give Hillman about 7 blocks and 12 rebounds. Going to call a foul on the floor, no shot.
Schwiesau.
Hoffman
drew that foul.
Is who they called the foul on. Yep, and Schwiesau drew it. That's 3 in the fourth quarter for Rockford.
Powers to inbound. Got to hurry up. Back to Remster in the backcourt. He brings it up. Looks to set up the offense. 30 seconds in the shot clock. Clevenger's checked in. He takes a jumper from 10 feet. Rims
Pretty
out,
shot.
In and out. That looked good, but Taylor with the other way.
Taylor's fast. He's going to get called. Oh, he's going to
gonna
count
get
it. They're going to call
called
Powers.
for 2 points and a chance at a 3.
Power says, yes, I can, but I get a foul for it.
Right, I can do it. I can do it, but they will call me for my 3rd foul.
I think it's just...
No comment. We'll just go let him shoot free throws here.
Oh, I was going to make a comment.
Oh, go ahead.
No comment.
For me. I get myself in trouble.
Yeah.
So but you can.
We'll watch this free throw. Up and good for... I just don't like how at some point everybody said that chant.
You're
like
right.
Every student section, just the originality of it is gone.
I'm with you. And I think it
know.
shows lack of class and taste, in my opinion.
Yeah.
See, there I got myself in trouble.
Not very classy, not very clever.
Right.
It's very, very low-hanging fruit, and it's not even good fruit. But anyway, Powers picks up the foul the other way.
And the ref's itching to tee him up. Decides not to. Timeout instead. Squire says, let's get this thing under control.
Yep, settle it down. 4 minutes here. Now is when you close out the game. You don't want to give up any runs. Finish the game really at this point.
Yep, got 13-point lead, 4 minutes to go. We talked about this with Carson in the JV game of just finish, right?
Yeah.
Finish these games, finish strong. And that was I understand, feels like a comfortable lead, but we've seen a couple of those disappear this year. So let's go trade buckets, keep it here, play good defense, and go finish this thing with a 13 or 14-point lead.
And I think the key here is going to be crisp passes and run your offense. You don't want to get into one of them up and down, back and forth, balls loose, people are diving for balls, because that's exactly what Rockford wants, because that creates opportunities for them. It creates opportunities for us too, but we don't want to be in that situation where we're, having to pick up the ball off the floor and dive around, and that's just not what you want to do. You want to take 30 seconds off the shot clock, run your offense, really slow the momentum of the game down.
Powers is going to take a seat with 4 fouls here.
Free throw on the way. Hits the front of the rim, doesn't fall.
That's unusual. It hits the front of the rim, goes over it, but somehow doesn't go in.
Yeah.
Usually you see those things crawl their way in.
That one is short as well. Beelan with the rebound inside.
I love that move. That spin move. Beelan is classic, man.
I think he's mad. He's gotten it taken away a couple of times, and he wasn't going to let that happen that time.
Yep.
I think he learned that from watching his mom dance while listening to Michael Jackson. It was like a kick and everything.
Did you clip that?
I didn't, but we got to find it.
Hillman has his
fantastic.
18th point of the night.
We got a play of the night so far from Beelan on that rebound off a free throw. We'll cue it up here.
You find it?
Oh, yeah.
Remster's going to get called for the foul there. A lot of pushing and shoving going on underneath the hoop right now.
Am I right?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
it good?
While we're doing this, we might as well show the folks at home.
Let's see it.
Here it is.
Goes,
The Michael Jackson. I like it. Gonna remember that. Good inbound play to Groven. He makes it count, and he's got 15 tonight.
Rockford back in their press. Saints break it fairly easily. Remster's got it at the left point. Surveys the offense. Inside to Hillman. Hillman finds Beelan down low, and an easy deuce for the Saints. That's exactly how you draw it up. Good execution. Good finish by Beelan.
Like you guys said.
Taylor kicks out for a 3-step back coming from, who is that? Byam? Yeah, Byam.
Yep.
Just trading
Finds it
baskets
man
is
inside
fine.
to Taylor.
We'll trade
With the
baskets
deuce.
for the next 3 minutes, and we'll be fine.
Yep.
You just can't turn the ball over.
Stay right.
They get crazy.
And you don't want to be taking shots 5-6 seconds into the shot clock either. Use up some time. Beelan kicks out to Remster, who splits a double team coming at him. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Still 12 seconds on the shot clock. A lot of time here.
Plenty of time. Remster pump fakes, dribble drives. Floater in the lane doesn't go. And cleared out by the Warriors. Byam's got it coming the other way. He drives into the lane. Floater doesn't go. Hillman rebound.
Good rebound by Hill. Be strong with it there. Klein to Hillman. And Saints are happy to work a little clock here. Hillman drives. He's going to the line for 2. He's fouled.
And he's just got such long arms and those legs too. When he takes that sidestep to drive, it's just like he's already 10 feet to the left when he goes.
Yep, and that's what he's developed over the last couple of years is that step
That
and that
sweep,
use
yeah.
that length to his advantage.
It's a lot easier to get around a guy when your first step is 10 feet farther than his is. You know what I mean?
100%.
He seems so much stronger this year.
Yeah.
How much?
And turnover going back to the Saints. Some miscommunication by the Warriors on the inbound pass.
Makes you wonder how much having all the success he had in football, and does that play into this confidence thing? And I know he played a bunch of basketball this summer. I'm sure that helps as well. But
even
you can see he looks like a different kid mentally and physically out there.
I agree.
Klein's got it in the right point. Dribbles to the center. Hands off to Remster.
Foul underneath, away from the ball. Gonna get number 4, Michael Height, who's in for the Warriors off the bench. That's his 3rd. And I think he was in for Groven, who was getting a breather, and Groven's coming right back. But not before Hunter Hillman goes to the line to shoot 2.
Josh Culberson in the corner, very impressed with the level of play here by these boys.
First one's good. Hunter Hillman has 20 points tonight.
Ooh, baby.
His season high, I know.
21.
Make it 21.
And that comes from 3 first-half points. Is that the right
That
number?
is correct. We called for
another rebound by Hillman. Nice dribble move there to get out of that one.
Minute and a half left in this one. Saints lead by 16. A couple of guys who didn't play very well in the first half for the Saints, I won't name any names, have played much better in the second half.
You look at the whole game, not a half.
Right.
It's been a good game.
It's been a good game. There you go.
Taylor, floater the other way, doesn't go. Blocking foul called on Beelan. You teaching that one?
Clip that thing.
You want to clip
I want to clip that thing.
All right. We got it.
Too far under the hoop? What are we?
Well, that doesn't count in high school.
Right?
Because there's no
so how is
show
this
the
not a charge
replay.
is my question.
Judgment call, I
His
guess.
right foot isn't really down, is it?
First free throw. Hangs on the rim, doesn't go back to this.
Tyler Girk checks in for the Saints. Senior Tyler Girk.
He's kind of lifting up for a shot right as he gets set. I guess I could see how that go either way.
Yep.
Misses the first anyway.
I see where you're coming from, though, Joe. I mean, this feeder.
I see what I want to see on my end.
Yeah.
You know how that goes.
Well, and it happens in a
He's
split
being a
second
good
in real
father.
time.
He's being a good father. Tyke throws it away. It does get stolen away. A Hillman rebound, and he gets the block.
Gets a block. He just wanted another block. That's 5 blocks.
Stats. 3 on the way from Taylor doesn't go.
And another rebound.
Just robs that rebound.
Saints lead by 15, 38 seconds to go. Remster will go to the line, shoot 2 to add to it.
Remster not too happy with getting fouled there. I suppose with only 40 seconds left.
It's a hard foul, too.
Up by 15, getting fouled hard is not the best way to make friends, but
they're playing hard to the end.
Yep. Can't fault them for that. 60-44, Saints have the lead, up by 16. Remster looking to make it an 18-point night. And he does. The dreadlocked assassin has 18.
18 for Remster. Block, Hillman, his 6th. And then he's fouled. Look better in the paper, I guess, right? We'll make this thing a 20-point differential.
Osage boys game is underway versus West Fork, 2 undefeated teams in the conference.
Oh, yeah, I suppose they're just tipping off because we started a little earlier than normal for this game tonight.
Osage is down 5-2 versus West Fork right now. Probably get you an update on the girls' final score, if I can navigate this.
Hillman makes 1.
22 for 22.
I like it.
Taylor spin move inside, pretty shot, gets it to go.
He's still playing hard. He's had a good night, too. He's got 16.
Pass up to Remster.
Hillman
going for more.
The reverse layup doesn't go.
I suppose when the other team's still playing you hard. Oh,
gonna let that one go. Max
Fire.
gets the rebound. That'll do it. Saints win 62-46 over the Rockford Warriors.
Good hard-fought game. Kind of a momentum back and forth game for most of it. Saints were able to hold on and pull away. Get the victory over the Rockford Warriors.
Yeah, the difference there in that second half, Hunter Hillman for the
he
Saints.
showed up in that second half for sure.
Got himself going. He had just 3 at half, and tip of the hat to whoever decided, hey, let's try to get Hunter going by getting him the ball at the top of the key a couple of times.
Yeah, that adjustment seemed to work.
That definitely changed things either mentally or physically for him, and he took off. So he has 3 in the first half and just 19 in the second half to make it a 22-point night for Hunter Hillman. Tyke Remster right behind him with 18 points on the night, had 13 in the first half, 5 made 3-pointers for Tyke Remster. And we talked about Remster with Sparrow out, with Remster and Hillman being the scorers for this team. And they scored 40 of the 62 tonight to really lead the Saints, to make sure that one was going their way. Schwiesau has 8. Beeland has 4. Clevenger with 2. Derek Heeman with 2. And Tyson Klein has 2 as well.
Yep.
So the only guy I missed was Drew Powers. I believe he had 4 on the night.
Yep. Got him on the graphic.
Gotcha. Perfect. So that's, I can't see the graphic. So good deal. So that's our score. Saints scores for the night. Saints win it here in what turned out to be somewhat dominant fashion in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they I wouldn't say the Saints played a complete game tonight. There were stretches there in the first half where things weren't quite going their way, but they played a complete second half, I would say.
Yep.
And that's really the big half you want to play completed. And so great win for the Saints. They improved to 4-2 in conference play, I believe.
Yep. 4-2 in conference and back to 500, 4-4 overall.
Yep. Very good. So they should be tied with Newman for third place in the conference, depending on how the Knights did tonight. But those two will have their own match up later this year to see which one of those two come out ahead. And yeah, good start so far for the Saints season, I would say.
Yeah, yep. I think they, nights like tonight help you get over that hump of how do we win games? What's it look like? How do we do that?
Yeah.
How do we take a team that's hanging around and kind of, a little pesky, I'll call it, in the first half, and go finish that thing at the end.
I just got a text. I just got a text saying, "Did Drew Clevenger score those points?"
Oh, my bad.
I love it.
I probably was typing Drew Powers or thinking of Drew.
It happens. I think we've been in mid-broadcast and said, nice 2-point conversion by Drew Clevenger. I think that's happened before during the football season.
For Rockford, tip of the hat, Marshawn Taylor has
There we go.
16, Groven had 15, and Byam had 13. So their three main guys really all performed very well tonight as well for Rockford. So I think going into the season, Rockford has played really well to this point of the season.
Absolutely. And
No doubt
guess
about
what? We're done for tonight, and I can get home before bedtime now.
How about that? How about that? As long as we can get this thing torn down. Hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate you being here. Another Saints victory. We won't see you or hear from you again, and whatever. We won't be here until January 2nd is our next stream. Have a happy holiday. Merry Christmas, happy holidays. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next year.